Yeah. BDP crew definitely up in this piece. That camp coming down from the east. Unleash the beast. Here we go.
I wanna sleep all day and hang out all night. Get some skins and parlays to the daylight. Sleep all day, hang out all night. Get some skins and parlays to the daylight.
Every day's a holiday when I'm sipping E&J with my niggas puffing L's in the hallways or catching wreck, drinking 40s in the back steps, scheming on a shorty to sex to release the stress. I do my thing on the regular, call up a chick just to stick on my phone. That's a cellular. My beeper rings 911 24/7 'cause I make her scream. Oh my God, like the reference. You know the stilo hitting skins on the kilo. Then I got a Geo, hang out with my peoples on the corners. The sun comes up and then we goners. 'Cause we don't want the stress of the days to come upon us.
I wanna sleep all day and hang out all night. Get some skins and parlays to the daylight. Sleep all day, hang out all night. Get some skins and parlays to the
I'm
daylight.
trying to spend the rest of my days sipping on lemonade, lay in the shade with some honeys playing just spades. Money and buzz is what I'm based on. They say that crime doesn't pay, but then they got the whole story wrong. Last one in the pool is a rotten egg. Hang out at night and sleep all day on the sofa bed. So what the hell you think I live for? Hitting honeys from the back and then I'm looking at the front door.
Got up a drink.
Every scene ain't a damn dream. Party to party, hitting nails is the routine. So light up a stove and bust me down. Ain't it funny how money can leave you richer
In the soil in the
When
ground.
my party down, I party till the next night. I sleep all day and hit skins until the
I
daylight.
wanna sleep all day and hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the daylight. Sleep all day, hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the daylight.
Oh, it's a quarter to midnight. Gotta call my man to hit some skins, alright? Pull out the wizard to take care of business. Type the letter freak to get the 7 digits. Call her on the phone to make sure she's alone. 'Cause my homie's in a orgy. We'll make her feel at home. She's definitely the one that likes to have fun. But it ain't no fun unless my homies get some. Yo, I go, what's up?
We know what's up, kid.
Yo, I got this crazy freak that wanna do all of us.
Stop playing, man. She gonna do all of us?
Yo, I wouldn't call you after 12 o'clock if she wasn't, man. Check it. Listen, get the Range Rover and bring my people sober.
Yo, Sid, do I know her?
You goddamn right you know her. It's Puerto Rican Liz, the one with 2
Hey,
kids.
yo, she freaking like
You
that?
think she ain't when she is?
I wanna sleep all day and hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the daylight. Sleep all day, hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the day. I wanna sleep all day and hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the daylight. Sleep all day, hang out all night. Hit some skins and parlays to the daylight.
Oh, yeah. This is another Big ITI Guard production. I like to give props to the producer of this track, KRS-One. My brother Keyboard Money Mike, Mad Lion, G Simone, Showbiz and AG, and my cousin B.O. and the Mighty Zulu Nation.
Tombstone signing off. Yo, I just want y'all to guard your grill and knuckle up, kid.
Check it, you know how we do. Coming through, that can't what you want.
Rough and rugged on the real. Word up.
BS, you know that.
Big shout out to my man KRS-One.
Aight,
Cause we in there.
Aight, right. Let's roll up. And get suited, aight.
We're
First one to
live.
say something loses.
Hello, this is Rabbi Shem. Thank you for joining us. We have a great investment opportunity. It involves Israel bonds. Good news. I'm actually an Israel bond broker. I can give you the best deal. This is not for anyone else. This is between you and me. This is a little secret. It's a great investment opportunity. Kindly comment below how much money you can invest. Thank you.
I boycott Israel live on the air. We're breaking the law live on the air, but I'm boycotting Israel brands on this show.
That is very anti-Semitic.
So like, are we
That's it.
boycotting the country or just the bonds?
What is it? BBS laws? You're not allowed to boycott anything from Israel at all.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Anti-BDS laws. Yeah, it's the first opposition to boycott in America.
What about
What about anti-BBW?
BBL? They don't. Oh, okay. We had different ideas. How about
You had to beat me to it?
anti BBL laws?
What's that?
You know, I'm against fake asses.
Oh, is that what that means? Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly,
right.
some of these, dude, we're in the South, and some of these BBLs in the Southeast are looking pretty bad.
Oh, it's terrible. It's real awful, guys.
Like bad as in good or bad as in disgusting?
It's
No, like that is in like cottage cheese and like a like bowl of cellulite.
Looks like
Well,
Minecraft's
hey.
on their butt.
It's like chunky though. It's not even cellulite. Cellulite's like good in comparison because this is like
Yeah, cellulite's
chunky
real.
butt.
Some of these girls
Yeah,
look like
exactly.
Roblox
Like
characters.
it's like yeah, it's like this. It's like chunky, meaty butts, dude. Patchy butts. It's not.
You can tell
Not
when
good.
there ain't nothing natural to hold it up, so they just gotta slap it on there. Some glue.
Yeah, they're lumpy in the wrong ways. There's nothing that's like cohesive holding it all together. Yeah, it's sad, honestly, what some of these young urban women are doing to
Yeah.
their behind.
My thing is like, all of my friends' girlfriends or fiancées or wives are like, all wanting like lip fillers, and I'm like, you're fucking 27. Like maybe I just didn't realize this is how, okay, I guess we're old now. Maybe I'm just wrong there, but
Nah, it's just-
is that too
it's-
young?
It's just beauty standards of today. That's really what's going on.
That's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, did women get fucking lip filler when in their 20s, like 20, 30 years ago? Is that
Well, they did.
fucking
Nah,
retarded?
They did. But it was only like
Yeah.
the actual bimbos, not like regular people.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
so not the regular girl thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Kim Kardashian
Okay.
and that whole family has like ruined society forever.
The female psyche as well as the male.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
said
the thing
everyone.
is, I was just listening to someone else talking about this too. Like the plastic surgery they do in like South Korea, it's like actually pretty good in comparison, and just like the females in America just seem to make stupid requests when it comes to plastic surgery. Like
I want to look like Paradox.
yeah.
I want to look like Amethyst from Steven Universe.
I caught that reference too.
Thank you. Finally, someone with taste.
I
She's
get
the
your
big purple-
references sometimes, Chancey.
Yeah. Thank
Or
you.
she's the little short purple one.
Yes,
She's a little.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Finally.
Um.
Something to talk about. Something real.
What's the? Let's talk about Steven Universe more. What's the one that's like has the afro and the glasses?
Garnet. That's
Yeah,
Garnet.
Garnet, dude. That's a woman.
That's a big ass.
I just want to take a
Alright.
moment to say I'm sorry I haven't been on the last few episodes.
Yeah, what's up with that, dog? You want to talk about it right now?
A nigga going
publicly?
through a lot right now. Someone's going through a lot right now.
Did you run away? I mean, I know you're like.
I
30,
did.
but like,
I did. How did you know?
I mean, you posted videos of you like going to like China or what I think was China or something.
No, I didn't. Not yet. I wish. Fuck.
Okay, we got.
That's next winter, inshallah.
We got a comment from a couple of people from Rosie. Thank God Pools is back. Oh yeah, good point.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Skate Rad
Thank you.
420 says every character on Steven Universe is either gay or black. Ever notice that?
That is true. Yeah,
You
what
got
bro?
it. I never
What
watched the show, but I know a little
what
bit
about
about it.
what about Steven? He likes girls. Yeah,
Well, that's funny
yeah.
because
Think
it's like
about
the
that.
show's made by women, and so they wanted to be very
Oh.
like progressive about it and have all the characters.
Well, they're
be
just
all,
like, let's make it interesting. It's like, how do we do that? It's like a bunch of black guys and gays.
Also,
well, they're girls. They're all girls.
also
They're
Paradox
all
is in
like
love
yeah.
with me. Okay, so and I'm a guy. So let's just get that settled. Canonically speaking,
I
she
don't know
loves
anything
me.
about the show. I can't even really talk.
But the straight white male is still the main character. The protagonist is
Base.
Steven, the
Isn't
the young man.
They know.
didn't the dad like bang his mom to death? Like
Yeah, they make the dad like a bum who's just living in the van, just like a piece of shit
well,
musician.
actually, they changed that later in the series. Spoiler alert for anyone here on that want to watch the series. He eventually wins the lottery, and like becomes like a multi-billionaire. But he still lives in his van. But now he owns a car wash.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. Well, I'm glad that show's progressing well.
Yeah.
What a great story arc.
Great.
What else is new, guys? We got Pulls back. That's big.
I got a lot of new
That's good.
equipment.
That's good
But,
news. Chancey's
that's
upgraded
good.
the
That's
studio.
good. New mic, Amazon.
Amazon. I got 2 of them now.
Oh yeah. Alibaba.
Shin.
Yeah.
Super Buy. All those guys.
What if
Well, I mean, we're thinking to call him Bud Light today
Yeah, we're called Bud Light.
or tonight. I don't know why we don't do this show earlier, but okay. I guess people actually like work and stuff.
I guess. I don't know. We tried that before, but no one watches it. Everyone's like doing
Oh,
things.
really?
Yeah, they're like working
I
or
see.
like ignoring us. You know, more
Right.
important things. You know.
What should we say to Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch AB?
I'm gonna call them Anheuser-Busch right now. Let's just see if we can get them on the phone.
Let's get him on the phone.
Be like, AB. What does that stand for? Arrogant bastard. That'll show them. Fucking assholes.
Oh, I have a guitar.
I'm walking on the train tracks right now. Earlier, I went train hopping.
God damn, you
One of the
really are.
workers saw me.
You really are really are.
One of the workers saw me and just laughed. So
I mean, I
made
would
me feel
laugh
good.
too if I saw you. on the
like I
train.
didn't know this. Like if it's not the police, like the rail police, like the bulls they call them, then they don't give a shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where are you going, dude? Train hopping's a good time. Are you on the run for real?
No, fuck. It was stopped and it started going, so I caught it slow pace and jumped off. Like a few minutes later.
You took it for a ride.
Yeah.
Riding the rails, as they say.
The train cars felt so empty. Me standing on one side, I thought I was gonna tip that bitch over, but nah.
You're just riding the rails. You had the whole car to yourself.
I have wanted to go train hopping when I was 18, but everyone talked me out of it. Fucking bullshit.
I usually go subway surfing when I used to live in New York. I know that's
Really?
funny.
That's
I
cool.
know that's funny because the app, but that's a real thing people do.
That's cool.
I wanted to do it last time I was there, but I got scared because I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
Hello?
Yeah, I like how Europeans post videos.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
How can I help you?
I need to know if when are you guys open until, or when are you available until?
Are you your driver?
Yeah.
We're open 24-hour.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you if you have certain things in stock. Okay, I got a list.
Do you have a pickup number?
Not on me, no.
We don't control anything. We're only security gate 1. We control the trucks. We check in the trucks. So
Oh,
what is
okay.
it your-
Who's this?
This is Marcus.
Anheuser-Busch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Well, what is, Anheuser-Busch, that's AB, right? You know what that stands for? Arrogant bastard. That's right. Hello?
Do you have any questions?
Look, man, can
You
you just
called-
be honest with us? Honestly, I know, your company likes to promote transsexual behavior, but do you personally condone and promote the transsexual agenda?
If you have any questions, I could give you an email, and you can email them.
I don't own a computer.
No, I just
Okay.
answer that. Can you just answer the question? No, I mean just yes or no, real quick. Do you
I can't answer any
personally-
questions. So do you want the
What's
email?
the email? Yeah, I'll take it.
It's media at Anheuser-Busch. Media at Anheuser-Busch@gmail.com.
Media@.com.
Wait, what? At Anheuser-Busch at Gmail. Which one is it?
It's media.
At Anheuser.com.
No,
At
media
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch@gmail.com.
Oh,
At
okay.
gmail.com. Okay. And then real quick, man, is your uncle still alive?
Say that one more time.
Is your uncle, is he still living?
Who are you asking for?
Your
I'm
uncle.
asking you, do you have an uncle?
Like I said, if you have any questions, sir, email that email.
I got
Guess
a
what?
statement to make.
I'm your uncle, bitch. You just got
got
uncle. How do you feel right now?
Oh, dude, you just got uncle,
You
bro.
just
Got him.
uncled.
Yeah, fuck.
He did not see that coming.
How do you feel about that? He's got.
It's amazing he didn't hang up.
First call, knock it out of the park with Anheuser-Busch.
He was like the perfect NPC response to everything. It's like, I'm here to tell people where to put their their 18-wheeler. That's it. That's all I do.
Well, he's probably gotten these calls for like a month now. We're just late to the punch, so he already has all the answers. Like
Yeah,
he's
sorry,
he's
guys.
ready.
We're like that John
Well,
for sure.
Where is
So,
this? Is this like a
last
yard in
Wednesday night.
Denver or something?
That was like Los Angeles Anheuser-Busch factory.
Shipping and receiving. This
Yeah,
reminds me
like
when I was a
logistics.
trucker. That's I know. That brings me flashbacks to trucking.
Yeah, truckers are hitting them over the radio, just jokes all day, nonstop.
Yeah.
Just calling and they'll be like, "Hey, we're at the receiving yard. You got to go to blah 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 blah. What's your pickup time?"
We're at the giving and receiving yard.
Yeah,
Headlights mean you're giving.
Joe.
Headlights off means you're receiving.
absolutely not. Absolutely not for me. No way, Jose.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna ask you further about your trucking days one day.
Go ahead.
All right. Did you ever get head from like a guy at a truck stop?
I got no head from no one.
You sure about that? Listen, you're under
Yeah,
you're
man.
under oath.
Who did I get head from? You tell me.
Who's Tony?
No, you tell me, Chancey.
Got him. Got him.
Got it.
Yeah, shoot him.
Alright.
Shoot him.
How did you feel about your fellow truckers?
Yeah, how they feel?
Respectable?
Some are cool. You know, it's just a bunch of slaves. Like,
Oh, whoa, dude, whoa.
What
are you talking
Did they
about?
have like big jets? Did you have a big jet?
I don't know what you call them in Canada. We call them African Americans.
whoa, that is not what I meant.
Whoa.
Listen, you don't have to be black to be a slave, okay? You can be Irish.
Well, thanks to the Tavistock Institute, we're all slaves nowadays. So, you know.
Amen.
what it is. It's just what it is. But yeah. So you had some. I feel like I'd rather hang out with truckers than like a lot of people. I've heard would you rather hang out with a trucker or a celebrity?
Or who's
Yeah.
would you
Okay, so
rather
the
live, a
average
or a
trucker,
celebrity?
the average trucker, if you ever talk to someone who's on the road alone for like most of his time, most of his life, chances are they will, if you listen to them, they will talk for hours. Like, you have to break off the conversation. They're so deprived of talking to someone in person. You say hello, they'll talk to you for 3 fucking hours. They'll talk to anyone,
What
dude.
will they even talk about?
They'll be like, yeah, I was driving. They'll just tell stories and be like, yeah, I used to go with this one guy, and you got to watch out for the runway track on I-85, and make sure to just strap up your chains and just anything, sports, anything.
Yeah, do an impression of that for 3 hours right now.
One time I was driving down the I-95, and then one of them rubber gators, a rubber gator, that's what we call just a tire in the road. One of them rubber gators hopped out, got me. I jackknifed on the I-85, damn near half a dozen SUVs just collided into the back of me, rear-ended me sideways. That's how.
Special-
This is
Special
okay.
guest,
This is
Theo Vaughn.
one of you guys play me, and I'll play the trucker. Okay.
Okay, I got that. I do a great pool of that impression. Okay.
Shut
All
the fuck up.
All right, here we go. All right. Hey guys, me Pools. Hello, trucker. How's it going?
Oh, just here killing time till they finally fix my truck. How about you, brother?
Hi, I'm Pools. This is what Pool sounds like. I'm doing great, trucker. Just enjoying the nice Canadian air up north.
How long you been working for Swift for?
Hi, this is Pools, and I've been working at Swift for I would say about 16 months.
No accent whatsoever, Chancey. It sounds exactly like Chancey.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? The guy says he's Pools.
So, well, I've been working here a while, but they pay shit. You met that bitch in HR, Stacy? I think she's a whore. She tried to fuck my buddy here. How about you?
Hi, my name is Pools, and no, she hasn't tried to, but I will try to coerce her into doing it in the back of my truck, because I am so lonely, and I have a weird-looking dick. My name is Pools.
You can't just say your Pools and then talk the exact same over and over.
How about you shut the fuck up? How about that?
All right, whatever, Austin. Let's hear your Pools impression.
Yeah, continue. Don't break the conversation. I was trying to just interrupt a little bit. I don't want
Okay.
now.
Sorry, I'm the one who broke the fucking conversation. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, dude.
Comment
Can't
from
you continue your conversation?
Listen, I was in a fucking market the other day near this hippie town in British Columbia in Canada, and the cash register and the person buying something, it was so fucking Canadian. I thought I was gonna have a stroke. Their accent was so Canadian. I think I was gonna fucking puke, man. I wanted to turn into Ryan Gosling, which I literally am, and just get rid of my Canadian accent and be all American.
He ain't doing an American accent?
Yeah,
That's
what he does in the movies.
No, you.
I don't even know.
Also,
I get everything.
I
think so.
Isn't Ryan Gosling American?
Oh, he's Canadian, dude.
I have never heard his real accent before.
Well, it's because he got rid of it when he was a kid.
Oh, okay, that's why.
If you read his early life section, he tried to get rid of his Canadian accent when he was like 10.
I mean, that's probably a good career choice.
Yeah.
Wait, does he pass the early life test?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I thought
Big
only
time.
Asian. I thought it was Asian because only Asians end in ing with their last name, but
No.
whatever you guys.
I'm pretty
say.
sure. Pretty sure he has Mormon ancestry.
Well, anyway, I know super Canadian accents. They basically the way they talk. You know how Indians just bounce their head around, they kind of look like a bobble doll when they talk. When you get a super Canadian accent, they sound like a bobble doll would talk. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's like
It's
it's surreal. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting for sure. Even some Americans that live a little too close to the border are honestly like
Yeah,
they're a
Fargo,
little suspect. Yeah, we might as well
Fargo.
just
Yeah.
kick them across. And what's up with you guys hating Native Americans?
Oh
Like-
well, that's
like-
our
like me in
that's the
general?
equivalent of black. That's our equivalent of black people up here. Well, not anymore since immigration, but that's our equivalent of black African Americans or Mexicans. That's our equivalent.
You hate black people?
That's all
They're
you
always
have.
doing crime. They're always drinking. It's a, you know,
It's a living.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess you need something.
it's complicated. I like them. We mostly like them, but if you live in like far north, like the equivalent of like Alaska, there's these communities where they all just there's an entire police force to like babysit them all day. It's pretty bad.
Real talk with pools.
I don't
dude.
blame them.
That was-
I mean,
no,
but
no,
they
that's a
did get
fair answer.
invaded. But at the same time, it's it's not nice.
Yeah. No, I talked to an old one time, and he was the most racist guy I've ever met, and he was very pissed off. He was like, people coming into this country and then just getting the right to vote. He's like, it makes me sick. He's like, I had everything taken from me. We got nothing. We got nothing but like disease and destruction and
Jean jackets,
Famine, residential schools. That's the big thing up here. Is
jean
in the
jackets.
states they just tried to. In the states, they just tried to exterminate the natives, and they did a pretty good job. In Canada, they tried to like integrate them into society by putting them in these like Catholic schools that were funded by the government, where they all just got like molested, and it's some pretty dark shit. They got like stripped from their families and taught to read and write, and it's not. But yeah, the left is funny because it's like, on one hand, they're like, yeah, it's so confusing. They're like, we care about the natives, but our solution is to import like people, and like, yeah, it's just, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
real talk with fools.
Anyway,
Well, that's a good segment.
Real time with fools.
All right. Speaking of, what's Bill Maher's production company name?
Yeah, as a production company. I can look it up. right
Yeah,
now.
if I'm not mistaken.
Probably
Look up Bill
like-
Maher's.
Jamie, pull that up.
Just pull that up, Jamie.
Jamie, could you please ever so gingerly pull that up?
Look up Bill Maher's production company if you don't mind.
Oh, me? Okay, hold on.
Kid Love Productions.
What is it, Chancey? Wait, what?
Oh, sorry, with Kid Love Production.
No way. It's called Kid Love Production.
Jesus Christ.
Bill
Yeah,
Maher's such a
Bill-
fucking faggot.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Kid Love Production. Bill Maher, you're weird, man.
Yo,
You're a
so, like,
weirdo.
so if you're a fan of his production company, you're called a kid lover?
If you brought this up with him in the same room, he'd be like, only a weirdo right-wing extremist would point out something wrong with that.
Well,
Am I right,
look,
guys?
Well, look, I may be one of those, but even I know that's a weird name, is what I would say to him.
He invented like early 2000s smug. If there's a face of smug for the 2000s, it was him.
It's like every photo of him is smug.
Yeah, he's like,
It's like,
you
Only-
think you're pretty smart, don't you?
the only David Spade can do the smug look and right.
Yeah, my answer for everything is just that now my only political position is that I'm a populist, and I'm just leaving it up to,
You're like K-pop?
I just go with. Is that what the K-pop fans are?
You're a K-populist? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
You sure?
no, dude. K-pop fans are like the worst of the worst, dude. K-pop fans are worse than like 4chan people by far. But
That's true.
I'm gonna, yeah.
You know,
No, I'm.
How so? Wait, don't talk shit about skate. You're not talking about skate, are you?
I'll do that.
No. I like skate. I like everything skate does. That has nothing to do with him. Just in general,
I
I
just
just.
don't
I feel like
Yeah,
the way he appreciates K-pop is like, it's not comparable to anyone else, you know?
I don't know.
Well, I
don't know
can
about
I
that.
can appreciate like a lot of the production behind K-pop, but like when
It's
you just
good
put
pop
those,
music.
yeah, like the beats are cool sometimes, and they're like genre blending, like they're interesting the way they do it. But you just want to put like 16-year-old fucking rabbit sounds on top of the.
I like
instrumentals.
keeping up with the politics of shoe.
Oh God,
Yeah, how's she doing?
how's she doing?
I
Is
don't
she
know. I
single?
haven't checked up. But Skate Red pilled me on the whole matter.
Is she's single?
I have no idea.
Listen, Miss on head. Okay, I'm open. I will be your
Diogenes
boyfriend.
told me that I should try and get like some Asian rich girl, but it's like, dude, that means I have to put on deodorant and shit. That's like impossible.
Nah, you need to lose
Guys,
like
this is
20
what I'm
pounds.
thinking.
You need
This
to get
is-
some training. You
I'm
need some
talk-
physical weight
I'm
training.
talking to one of my friends right now, and you can get a place in Thailand for so cheap. You just have to save up as much, Western money as you can. Get a giant place out in Thailand. Get a
The
property
fuck
out
kids.
there. You can live. There is sexual tourism, but I wouldn't entertain any of that nonsense. And that's what. Anytime someone says that they go to Thailand, I'm like, yeah, that's very strange of you to go to
Yeah,
Thailand.
It's not
That's like-
strange. It's
look,
very
me and-
cheap.
Yeah, me
I
and
haven't been
Pools-
yet.
Me and Pool are deciding to go one day together. And
Yeah,
and
we're
that-
gonna go. And
never
listen,
talk-
the
and
fact
never
I haven't
talk
gone
about
already,
it.
I'm kicking myself. What?
No, it's not weird. It's just weird if it's like it's weird if you're like, for certain people it is definitely weird
Pools,
for
remember,
sure. I know what
don't
some
don't
people
tell
are up to.
anyone what I'm gonna do in Thailand. Don't tell anyone.
All right, I
Don't
won't. Hey,
fucking-
what goes on
hey.
in Thailand stays in Thailand.
Yeah, or I will murder you.
All right.
Late,
Well, hey, Thai girls, I don't even get the obsession. Like, Southeast Asian girls are fucking. Most of them aren't very appealing.
Most of them aren't girls.
That's what they say, but I think there's an equal amount of boys and girls.
Sure.
Dude, I-
Okay. All right.
So I was
Pools,
li-
got it.
I was-
You got it.
I was-
I'll keep my secret. You'll keep yours. Or whatever.
Champy's upset now. He's going there for ladyboys, definitely. Just 100%.
What do you mean?
Studying
Did
ladyboyology.
you not just hear what Pools just said?
Well, no, I
He's
missed
also
it.
going for ladyboys.
No,
I
I'm
tried to
going
spell-
for a girl named Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, her name's Double
Nice.
Happiness.
Double happiness. Okay.
They actually have names
happiness.
like that. It's fucking hilarious. You go to like the Philippines, there's like girls named like
Can't be the real name. It has to be like a
like
stage name.
Majestic or something.
Oh, I love Majestic. That's a beautiful name. I'm gonna name my
Yeah.
daughter Majestic, like the movie.
There's this one black guy I watch on YouTube who like is always in Southeast Asia. He's got this bad bitch named Lucky. She's got a fat ass. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen.
I
that
like his
video.
intro song.
Wait,
Yeah.
he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was cold calling one day. and I
Anyway,
was like,
Chiang Mai
one-
2023, 24. That's when I'm going. I'm going winter.
I'm down. Let me know when.
Yeah, we'll do a
But
podcast
I was-
in Thailand. We'll prank
No, I
call
was working on the
Taiwanese.
phones one day. I was slaving away on the phones, dude, just grinding, cold calling businesses, and I get this one guy, and I talked to him for like 25 minutes. He's telling me that he's a connoisseur of Asian women, and he starts describing every type of Asian women. He's like, all right, so the deal with
Damn.
Filipino women, he's like, you can't trust a Filipino woman. He's like, they'll have crazy wild
that's
sex.
true. I mean, that's true.
They'll do what?
Yeah.
I need to know all this info. I'm writing it down.
Crazy wild sex, but you can't live with them. He said with the Chinese is good. They will have the worst sex. They'll be the most inexperienced. So you'll have to teach them. You'll have to coach them through it. But they'll be the most loyal of the women as long as you just provide, just the basics for them. He went on to do this, so I can just describe like every single one in order. Yeah, he had negative things to say about the Southeasterns. He big fan
Sea
of
monkey.
Korean. I think he did use that term a few times. I think he said that about the Vietnamese. He says Vietnamese are young. They're hotter when they're young, but the second they hit 30, they become a sea monkey. Those were his words, not my words. He said overnight they become.
We got a comment from Rose that says, "This is good to know." She's also writing down notes.
What's Rosie saying?
This is good to know. She's writing us all down.
Yep. Yeah, and
Austin hates Vietnamese women.
I don't. I don't.
Just said
Even though I did have sex with one, I had sex with a Vietnamese girl that had no pussy walls. Her pussy was completely hollow.
Whoa, oh yeah, I've had that too, actually.
Whoa, that's crazy. That blew my mind.
It's like a balloon. You like put your dick in it, it inflates, and it's just like, oh, there's nothing in here. She was half Filipino. Yeah, I was, and she's born and raised in Canada. So don't think I. Listen, she had a vagina. Okay,
right.
she was my age. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Are the Filipinos switching sides as well? I didn't know. I wasn't aware.
I mean, it's probably all. It's like, oh, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't Bolivian. He was Peruvian. Yeah, big difference. It's like genetics are probably all fucking the same shit.
See, look, I've been saying that every time I go down to the Asian market, and they just look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, they do that to me too. I actually shoplifted from the Asian market recently,
And yeah, and that's why they don't
and
allow
they
people
banned
like
me.
you.
They banned me from there.
You banned from my store
got
now.
caught?
I remember faces.
Yeah, he was like,
You banned from my
he was
store.
so mad. Yeah, yeah.
What were you stealing?
He was like, "You want to call police?" I'm like, "No."
Bro, I'm
He
pretty
was
sure
like,
you were
"Okay,
here
you don't come
legally.
back." Yeah, I should have said that. Should have been like, "Yeah, I bet you don't want to call the police, Mr. Chen."
If that's her real name.
Yeah,
More like Martinez.
more like Xinhua Chua. That's his real name. Yeah, the real. It's funny how like we grow up with like in the '80s there was like normal Chinese names like Chang and Tim Lee or something, but now it's like and it's like that's
Well,
that was their names all along. Shit,
mo-
I didn't know that.
Most of them were made up. That's why.
No.
It was used to sell takeout. Like after those like internment camps in California were like destroyed, they're all like, fuck it, let's just make a restaurant because they can't kick us out if we have a restaurant. But they had to come up with weird ass names that were.
Are you talking about the
vaguely-
Japanese camps?
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Japs are welcome anywhere.
Not in my country.
Yeah, but Japs are good too. It's like
Yeah.
Like snakes.
That's why I said they're
Hi-
welcome.
They're like snakes.
Yeah.
They're welcome in my
They
backyard. They're welcome anywhere.
they have no ears and they
They're just gonna make like
they
they're just
smell
gonna
with
make like
their-
a bulletproof.
their tongue.
They're just gonna make like a bulletproof 2-stroke engine and put on my dirt bike. I'm like, oh shit, thanks, wow.
Why you need your engine to be bulletproof and not just the whole bike?
That whatever.
I'm
To
calling
make
an
the whole-
Italian restaurant.
I don't think they thought this through.
All right, what are we gonna do with the Italian? What are you gonna do
We're
with the
gonna-
Italian
oh,
restaurant?
I got this one. So I'm gonna ask them, do Italians count as white?
Yeah, hell yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah,
You already know my answer.
I work for National Geographic.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Oh, hi. Yes. Hi. My name is Terrence. I work for National Geographic magazine. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Yes.
And like we're asking, I'm doing a segment on internalized racism in Italian communities. So I'd like to ask you like a question.
It's kind of really busy here. I don't
Sure.
have enough time.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the first question. Do Italians, in your opinion, are they white? Do they count as white to you?
I
Simple
don't
yes
know.
or no.
Yes or no?
Simple yes or no.
You're being really aggressive, so I'm gonna hang up.
Ma'am.
You don't even
I
know
was-
aggressive, you stupid.
Yeah,
I'm
bitch, you want to
I'm
know what
Sicilian.
aggressive is? I'll
I'm-
show her what aggressive
I'm
is.
Sicilian. I'm just passionate, like all Greeks.
That
All
bitch
right,
was not Italian. She's like, yo, and maybe that's how they deal with it. They're like, yo, you're being aggressive. I gotta go. I never knew
definitely.
Italians just they just like pull that out of their pocket. They just, yo, you're being really aggressive. I gotta go.
Yeah. Call another one. Great.
Yeah, call Pinos.
What's Pino's?
Fucking Italian restaurant.
Oh, I don't eat foreign food. I don't eat ethnic food. Hello.
What?
Hello. I don't think it's working. Oh.
No, it hung up. Let me call him back.
Fucking wop. I learned about the origins of WAP the other day.
What's the origins?
So apparently, like,
Hello?
something. I think it's something to do with. Hello? You guys let me know. Apparently, it's something to do with, like, the term guapo, which means, like, handsome
Oh,
guy
I mean, yeah.
in, like, Spanish
Yep.
and maybe
Is that
Italian,
somebody-
too.
Hello? Is the Italian place here? We're trying to place an order. For pickup?
Guapo.
We got a comment from Rose. Should have gotten an Italian on this episode to interview. We got pools. It's like the
Alright.
closest thing here.
I can get an Italian pretty quickly.
Is that like a threat?
No, I just got Italians.
I was just watching Casino right now. I'm like almost done with
Have
the
a lot.
movie.
Any type of trash person you can think of,
It's Italian.
I can call.
Oh, let's call it another Italian restaurant. Call it Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
Or,
call them.
Old Spaghetti Factory.
What's that?
Yeah, call Spaghetti Factory or what's the other one? Oh yeah, Olive Garden. Be like, yes, I need to
I'm
speak to
doing
an Italian.
They got a factory.
Doing
that makes
Spaghetti Factory real quick.
They got a factory that makes spaghetti.
Man, the reason I hate Italians is many reasons, but one of them is that their food, quote unquote food, is just a
Factory.
bunch of
To
bread
view
and
store
pasta.
hours, location information, to make a reservation, or to place a to-go order for pickup or delivery, visit us
Fucking
online
bitch.
at oss.com. To
They
place
know.
a to-go
This is
order,
the
please
future.
press 1.
Our show's not going
Make
to
a
exist in the future. In the future, everyone's just going to be like, no, we don't pick up calls. That's a threat.
They're gonna blow up their phones.
It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling the Spaghetti Factory in San Jose. How can I help you?
Yeah. Hi. My name is Terrence. I work for National Geographic, and I'm doing an article on the internalized racism in the Italian community. And I wanted to ask you a question: If do you think, in your opinion, yes or no, do Italians count as white?
No.
Interesting.
Very good.
Can you
Very good.
elaborate?
Very good.
Why do
very-
you say that?
Yeah. Why do you say that?
So unfortunately, we are a little busy at the moment. If you guys can probably call back at a later time.
Nah. we
What's your
can't.
name?
Sure. What's your name?
Sorry, what was
What's
that?
your name? What's your name? We'll call you back.
Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer.
Yeah.
What's your number?
It'll be 408.
Okay.
And you're the one.
831.
And you're
831.
831. Okay.
Okay.
831.
And then? Yep.
7304.
Okay. Thanks,
Nice.
Jennifer.
And
We'll,
you're definitely positive that Italians are not white. They do not make the cut.
Okay.
all right.
What about
We'll talk to you later.
Irish? You think Irish?
No one cares
All
about
right,
the
yeah.
Irish.
That was her
Yeah.
number too. I don't think that was not the restaurant's number.
Yeah, we got a fucking date, bro.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
hell
Who's
yeah.
got a
We-
number?
Alright.
We got Digit.
We got
She's
digits
down. She
there.
thought we were cool and funny. She's probably Italian.
Where do you take an Italian
Yeah.
girl on a date? Like, do I take
403. Wait, did she say? I wrote down the number, but
do I take her to like a lake or something, or like a river to dump a body that she made?
okay. No, I tell you what to do. You take her to the Italian restaurant. You dress up nice. She dress up nice. Yeah, or yeah, maybe. Shoots. And then you just like you both get wine, and she orders like spaghetti, and it's like, alcohol and fucking empty alcohol and like cheap wheat products. Awesome. The
You
bill's $50. She's happy. Take her home. Get laid.
Before you guys like start making out, you each just chew on a clove of garlic.
Fucking.
This is some good advice.
Yeah, we got Jennifer's number.
We got Jennifer's number live on the air. Never been done before.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah. You guys want to
yeah.
call her? Just call
Wait.
her. You know, please.
No, there's people
reference
listening. Hey,
us.
don't use that number. That's our number. She gave it to us only.
Yeah, just please.
Yeah, if
like,
you guys dare
reference the
call
show
Jennifer.
or Austin or me or Cool, just anyone or full names.
not You don't even know where that spaghetti factory was. Only I do, and I'll tell Pools after.
I'm
the
pretty
show.
sure
It's in
her
California.
number had the area code.
Yeah.
Don't tell these fucking morons, dude. They're never gonna figure it out.
They can't even read. Can't even tie their own damn shoes.
All this talking is making me hungry. I need to get some Chinese food.
Get the chicken lo mein with the egg roll.
We should call up a Chinese restaurant and ask them if Han Chinese is a real thing.
What? What is that?
Han Chinese is like some sort of ethnic purity spiral that like the Chinese have been going on about recently, I heard. But yes, the only real Chinese is a Han Chinese. Pretty sure, I don't know, maybe the Han Chinese are like the rape babies or something, I don't know.
They're like the Aryan of Chinese.
Yeah, but
Han
China reminds me so much of America, how they're all just like, they're not like Japanese, it's like a mix of like it's just a mystery meat Asian.
Damn, man, we're really rolling out all the races tonight. Awesome. I like this episode.
Master Kong.
Yes.
Okay. Your MSG in house.
We don't have MSG.
You don't use it.
We don't. We don't add the MSG, but I don't know about the soy sauce. Like the oyster sauce, I don't know they did or not, but
Do you guys keep it back there? Because I want MSG. I just prefer it to be made.
I don't have.
in-house.
Okay.
You don't have any
Are you
of it?
single? Are you single?
no. Hello.
No?
Oh yeah.
Do you have Bing Chilling? Ice cream?
Yeah. Hello.
Bing Chilling? Yes, do you have
I
ice
don't hear
cream?
you.
Bing Chilling?
Damn, she
Hello?
didn't hear you, Pools. She couldn't hear you.
Couldn't hear
Well,
you.
fuck.
Chancey,
What?
what are you doing on the ones and twos?
3. Why was that my fault?
Yeah, you're on the ones and twos.
You gotta turn up the
You got-
levels, bro.
What levels?
I'm sorry. Austin's making that joke.
All right,
Just-
well,
just
that was
speak with
Mas-
your, speak with your chest out, Pools. Maybe
that was
people will listen to you.
Master Kong. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when when we merge all the calls, it kind of diminishes the quality. I don't know why that happens, but
Yeah, I'm on Verizon.
no, you're not,
That's
dude.
like that's like the Cadillac of phone companies.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah, that sounds way better.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know what I was. Fuck, I thought I was talking too loud. I don't know.
No, this is
I
John
bet you
Can.
said that shit.
John Can. We're calling John Can.
I hate John Mellencamp.
John Candy?
He's Canadian.
Why is his last name Candy? I feel like that's like a stripper.
Yeah, good question. Probably because he's fucking fat.
Why is
Maybe.
your,
Oh, that's probably just a stage name.
why is your
that's right.
last name Land? Do you like land so much? Is that what you eat all day? Land?
You talking about me?
Filthy native?
Listen, Poolsland is a place. It's not a person. I mean, yeah, it's a person. It's me. It's also a place.
Doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
2015's over,
Fucking
bro.
bitch daughter has it.
No go on. I should stop naming the businesses that we call because this is
We're gonna
the
dox.
one and only illegal live stream on the air right now. And it's on Chancey's shoulders now that Brandon passed away. Chancey assumes all responsibility.
I mean,
for anything that happens.
I'm not the one that has my real name out there, but yeah,
Yeah.
or my number.
Sorry, I have no trackable. I'm completely off the internet. I always have been.
Yeah, it's
so
perfect. We all
really-
got a great OPSEC. We're not gonna get raided like
Yeah.
Rosie did that one time.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me. There's no way for anyone to really find me. Like I've never had social media. I had a fake Facebook with a fake name. Like it's
That's
completely
base.
gone. Yeah, there's no record of me anywhere. There's nothing anyone can do.
This
Go
guy's
ahead and
even-
try,
I mean,
motherfuckers.
He's not even like an
I
actual
deleted him.
citizen.
I deleted my Twitter a few days ago.
Oh
Nice.
no. I just got back on
Nice.
Twitter.
Brandon loved that one joke where he's like, "Yeah, I renounced my U.S. citizenship." It's so
Yeah.
dumb. He's like, "Yeah, I mailed it in and was like, I don't want my citizenship," and they took it away.
It's a sovereign citizen, dude. His like landlord, when he was living in that boiler room in New Jersey, I had to cash app him a few times just to keep him inside, and like the dude was I forgot what his cash app tag was. I could probably find it.
Yeah, put it up right now so we can.
You
donate to
wanna
it.
just start a donations or
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere, but yeah. It's like a
It was
shrine.
something funny
like
though.
a
I can't
Japanese
remember.
Shrine.
The dude was a sovereign citizen though. He completely renounced his citizenship, like ex-con.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can just be like, "Hey, fuck you, cops. I don't like respect your authority whatsoever because I'm a sovereign citizen."
Guess what? I'm a citizen of the world, bro.
Citizen of the world.
I'm a
like a
universal
Chinese
cum baby.
globalist.
The greatest movies that came out in the last 10 years were The Matrix and Inception.
All right, hot and spicy. That's what we're calling.
Hot and spicy. Hey, you hear that, guys? Hot and spicy. So if you go down to that restaurant, tell them the class of 20XX boys hate you.
Busy. What?
What?
Rude. That's mean.
I'm not a nice guy, man. I never said that on my resume. It says there on my CV, bad boy.
We don't hire nice guys around here.
Yeah, no nice guys allowed. All of us, we break hearts every day.
Like back to back to back.
Back to back. Back shots.
Back to back. Yeah.
Back shot.
So, try calling Olive Garden. They'll probably answer. Oh, shit. No data. Oh, there you
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hello, speaking. Hi.
Yeah. Hey. So, is this Olive Garden?
The what?
This
Do you
is,
have combo meal? Do you have meal plan A?
We have a combo. It's like a sweet and sour combo, sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork, broccoli beef combo.
Damn.
You sound sweet and sour. Are you single?
Pardon me?
Are you single?
I'm not single.
Ah, damn. Okay,
Lucky
fine. I'll
man.
just get some food. Do you use MSG?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, good.
Homemade?
Yeah.
Is it made in house?
No, it's not made in house. Okay, listen. Do you know anything about the Han Chinese?
We do south tune of China food.
Okay. The Han Chinese, are they racially pure?
Like a Cantonese style. Hong Kong
Yeah.
style.
Okay. I don't think you understand what I'm saying, but you're great. Someone else want to ask you something?
Do you have a daughter?
The Han. So is the Hans is the Hong Kong style? That's like the American style. That's what you're saying. You have a more Western style takeout.
Well, Hong Kong's
The
more
Han-
like British, you know. It's more British than American.
Yeah, we want the like. I want the really authentic stuff, like the stuff that they serve the Uyghurs in the camps.
You need order?
Yes.
Yeah.
What you like?
I want you.
You like chicken, or you like pork, or you like beef?
Is that code for something?
Yeah.
The what?
Is that code?
No.
Do you have a daughter?
I want the fish with the beef curtains.
I'm gonna pork you with my beef, girl. I'm gonna take you out.
How old are you?
Don't.
Fucking bitch.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. Long time. I feel like the "I love you" long time joke is like outdated at this point.
I mean, yeah, it's been there since like the 50s. It's almost 100
Like people
years
say it, and
old.
it's like, "Oh, please." Yeah, that was like invented in the 70s. Like, okay, that's no, they don't say that anymore. Do
I
they?
mean,
Maybe they
I mean,
do.
they probably do, but it's like in the post irony way now. You know.
Man, I saw this one TikTok. Fucking hot bitch in Southeast Asia was like, "You fuck my mouth, you fuck my ass, you fuck my pussy. You fuck my mouth, you come in my ass. You fuck my ass, you come in my mouth." It's like, damn, where the fuck do I sign up?
That's not a girl. I don't know how many times I have to say
Yes,
this.
it was. I can tell. It's obvious.
Okay, all right, okay, whatever, man. I mean, I'm the
I have a
expert at
sixth
this.
sense.
I'm an expert at this.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Whatever, you know.
You're the expert at not caring. I'm the expert at knowing.
I'm the expert. No, I can detect whether someone's who they say they are.
Lady boyology. You
Yeah.
studied it.
I
101.
studied that in college, in community college.
You
Yo,
teach
what's
it.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Alicia.
Yo, what up? My name's Tiffany. You know, I love Hello Kitty and lipstick and stickers. I'm a 16-year-old girl from
Tiffany,
Kansas City.
Tiffany, you missed the spot of hair on your legs there.
Oh, thank you, fools.
Yeah, we need to clean that up, or we can just patch it.
Yeah, I'll go to the ladies' room.
Okay.
That was funny.
Well, it's been a great episode so far. Back to the basics, just the fundamentals here tonight.
Fundamentals. Emphasis on mental.
What about Joy Walk? We're gonna call Joy Walk one more Chinese food place. These are good.
What are they so joyous about? Where are they walking to? Who's Joy? Say Joy Lane.
Hit her with that, but do it like a super do an urban gangster accent. Be like, yo, man, let me get some orange chicken, man.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hey, what happened to Tiffany?
She's in the powder room. She's like shaving her beard. You know, girl stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Nah, it's just me, Chansey here.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, this Joy Walk.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, my name's Tiffany. I'm trying to get the menu, the special, the lunch special.
Sorry, your voice is a little bit very strange. I can't hear very clearly.
What do you mean strange?
Like, it's very. I don't know if it sounds like something, so I'm not sure. So I can't hear you very clearly.
Listen, it's fine. I'm a girl. Just be chill about it. Anyways, so yeah, I want to get the fried shrimp rice combo meal with the egg roll. Hello? Did you get that?
So can I put you on hold for a moment? I probably need to ask my coworker to.
Oh, you being
she's
transphobic
better.
now? You being transphobic?
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah?
This is better. Hello?
Okay. Yeah,
hi.
well, I was my girlfriend. Hey, Tiffany, pipe down. Listen, do you know anything about the Han Chinese?
What?
You know Han Chinese?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Like, the type of people that live in China, the Han Chinese.
Everyone knows about the Han Chinese. Everyone does.
Sorry. All right. Can I can't. Yeah. Hold on. Can I
I'm
put you
trying
on
to
hold for a
place
moment?
the order, man. Can I place an order or not?
This is very bad service.
Put us on
Maybe
hold.
if I was speaking to a real Han Chinese person, it would be fucking streamlined.
Oh, he actually hung up.
Call him again.
I'm sure. I bet he did.
Call him
It's
again.
ridiculous.
Call him again. Do I actually sound that bad? Do I actually sound that bad?
It's pretty deep.
I want
Can't make it
my
some words.
shrimp.
Yeah, that's better.
I want my shrimp.
Say ASAP Rocky, we the new guys.
ASAP Rocky, we the new guys. Hello, yes, yeah, I was incorrectly turned down, and I want my shrimp fried rice, ma'am.
Oh, that was actually a different place, and then it just hung up.
Oh, well, no,
They knew.
call Joy Walk again,
Joy Walk, you
Yeah, call him
Joy
again,
Walk,
call him
hold
again,
on.
call him again.
Let me just go to my history here.
Call him again, Austin.
I'll just go back. Hold on.
Six million ways to die.
Working all day for Massa. One day Massa set me free.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, hi.
okay,
I was trying to order, but your caller rudely hung up on me. I'm trying to get like a dinner combo.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. I cannot hear you clearly. It sounds like you have more than 3 voices come from that side. I cannot hear it
I
clearly.
was trying to make an order for shrimp fried rice, and y'all turned me down and hung up on me.
Oh yeah, because like we cannot hear you clearly. Now it's much better.
I want my rice.
Sorry, that's Tiffany. Listen, do you know anything about the Han Chinese?
What was that?
The Han Chinese, the Han Chinese people.
Yeah, you're asking for. If I understand, you're asking for our race or something.
Yes, I am. Is that who's preparing my food?
Hold on.
And are they considered really Chinese, or is anyone else not Chinese? How does that work?
Oh man, they're talking behind.
Hey, is it matter for you like the food and then the thing you are asking for?
Well, I'm just curious what your opinions. I work as a journalist. I'm curious what your opinion is about non-Han Chinese living in China. Should they be
Sorry,
allowed?
we are restaurant. There's nothing like we can do other than food, and we cannot tell you like our opinion of that. You can ask someone else, and we are really busy for that. If you don't want food, that's
okay,
nothing
fine.
we can do for you.
All right, I want to order something. I want to order you. What's your name?
What the heck?
Yeah.
Sir, sorry, we cannot do that. We just do food.
Hey,
I'm not food, so you cannot.
Ma'am.
You sound cute.
Ma'am, do you know who your uncle is?
Sorry, what?
Do you know who your uncle is? Because we're your uncle.
Like, do you...
Sorry, sir, I cannot hear it clearly. If you don't want order food, I mean, we have.
Shrimp fried
How old
rice.
are you?
Shrimp fried rice is all
Okay,
I've
shrimp
been
fried
looking
rice?
for. Yes. Can I please get my shrimp fried rice?
Mhm. Just this one,
And
shrimp fried rice.
And yes, one order. And what? How old are you?
This is secret.
Oh,
I like
okay, what's your name?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, well, are you single?
This is secret too.
Oh, that means maybe.
Is it an open secret?
Woohoo!
If it's,
What's your
if
name?
It's an open secret.
Secret. No, not gonna tell you. If you don't want order,
I like a
I
challenge.
want to order you. I want one order of you, or unlimited.
Pretty sure we have a real Hans Chinese woman here. This is authentic.
Yeah, this is exactly what a Hans Chinese woman would say.
This
Yeah.
is one of
Ma'am,
those.
ma'am,
Yeah.
Sorry, if you don't
ma'am,
want
you have
that shrimp
passed the
fried rice,
test. You have passed the
so
test.
just stop talking, okay?
Whoa, uncalled for. 2 shrimp fried rice, and you better check your attitude.
What's
Even
your
though
name,
you are
though?
the majority, and we are all minorities compared to you on planet Earth.
Can I get your name? Can I call you Cinnamon?
How would that make sense for a Chinese woman?
Well, I'm not very creative right now.
That's
Oh.
the meaning, man. Can we just get 3 orders of shrimp fried rice? And do you have any sort of like extra salty meats back there? Sweet and salty meats.
You have
Sweet
3
meat.
shrimp fried rice.
Is that code?
That's all.
Sweet meats. I want sweet meats with extra MSG, and I want the MSG made in house, if possible.
Yeah, we want it made in a house.
Hold on.
Oh, sure, ma'am. Sure.
And she kind of likes it.
Dude,
Yeah, she's having a great
they're
time.
fucking freaking out. Oh.
She told you. To
Okay,
shut
sir.
up.
Like, let me partner help you, okay?
Partner.
No,
we
I
want
want to talk
you.
to you. Whoa, where you going, lady?
What are you
Come back
What are you
here.
talking about, partner? I thought you were single.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
So please let that very low voice out. I only want to hear one voice here. I want to be clear, okay? Well, now I
One
have
voice.
3 orders of
3
shrimp
orders.
fried rice. Do you want
Shrimp
anything
fried
else?
rice.
Yeah, shrimp fried
Yeah.
rice for 3 orders. Anything else?
I want to know that I can trust you, sir. How long have you guys been in business?
Then we have been in here for a long time, and I'm not gonna ask any other question besides if you want to order it, okay?
Yeah, I want to order it. We're on the way. We're like about 3 minutes away. We're pulling up. And
Then
if you
okay.
have,
Then anything else? The only question right now is, do you want anything else
dude,
besides that
you
3
better
orders
check
of
that.
shrimp
You
fried
better
rice?
check that Chinaman attitude you got there, sir. I'll send
Well,
you back to the railroad. But this
What's
time
the
you'll be
girl's
tied up.
name? Is that your wife?
It's none of your business at this moment.
Can I get some?
First,
Can
I really want to
second, okay, sir, we're not gonna do your business. Bye.
Can I get a can of grape
Oh.
soda? Oh, I wanted my soda.
Man, I feel bad. I feel bad for those guys. They're fucking desperate for that money. They'll put up with anything and be like, "All right, cool, whatever." You got the money though?
I mean, look, that's how I
I'll
live.
make
That's how I live my
anything.
life. I live my life.
That was a good episode tonight. We had a good episode. I think that was. How long's it been?
Oh.
Is that a full episode?
It's been like 30 minutes.
I mean, we can keep it going.
All
That's
right.
pretty fun.
It's been 30 whole minutes.
Yeah, right.
Holy
Get outta
shit,
here.
man! Time's going by really slow right now. I'm tripping out.
No, it's been like an hour and a half.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah, that makes more sense.
that would have been funny.
I
Dude,
would. You kind of made me excited there for a second chance. You know, like, man, hey, wow, time's going by really slow. Cool.
We got hour and 15 on the air. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. We can just hang out now. We don't got to do any more prank calls though. We can just like kind of chill. you know?
So,
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm gonna call up Spice Bear.
so I've been
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, call Spice Fair.
So I've been watching that show. You told
And
me about.
Rose.
I've been
Wait,
watching.
say it again,
What?
Chancy?
I've been watching that show you told me about, Austin. People just do nothing. It's pretty,
Yeah,
it's
what do
pretty
you
good.
think?
Oh, it's pretty good. I like this. I relate too much to the Steve's character.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole show. I mean, it's just like I like how primitive it is and how like easy it is to, it's like you can like I'm pretty sure they were like actually into like the UK garage music for like a few years, and then it kind of just like grew out of it. It became lame, but they had all of like the abilities. He was still able, you know what I mean? They just used that to make a DIY show that was. I think was it 4 seasons of it?
5 in a movie.
5. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's been a few years. I might have to go back and rewatch it. It's probably been like
It's great. It's very great.
5 years, at least 6 years since I've seen it.
Who's Pools trying to call?
Spice Bear.
Is she actually here? No.
I don't know. I don't know what that Canadian ass dial tone is. We need to, they have different ringtones in Canada.
Yeah,
different dial tones.
they got the Gummy Bear song on every phone in the
Oh,
country. They got
yeah, it's
Jamster still
crazy.
exists in Canada. Remember Jamster?
Was that
What?
like Napster?
No, Jamster. Like it's like feel like it's like an ad on TV. You like text it like a number, and then you get like ringtones.
Oh yeah, you get the ringtones from those. Oh man, I do remember those. That's crazy.
Yeah, it used to
That
be
is
on
a
like
throwback.
MTV a lot. Those commercials.
Yeah, there was people at the mall that would like that was like their whole business was selling ringtones, and then ringback tones was another one
Ring back tones. What's that?
where like yeah you're getting you like you call someone and instead of hearing the ringing you just hear a song. That's your ringback tone.
Oh, like this. I see.
Hello?
Yo, what's going
Hello?
on?
Oh, there you
Hey,
go.
Rose.
Hi.
Oh, we got
Oh,
You're on the show.
man.
What was that beeping sound? That was awful.
Sorry, that was probably me putting you on the show.
That was Jamster.
Oh.
We got Jamster back on.
Where's
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah, where is she?
Yeah, no, I just tried to call her. She didn't pick up.
Oh.
She's going through a lot right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I want
Well-
to hear more about you guys talking about Italians. That was good.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? I say Northern
I like-
Italians could be white. I think Southern Italians are not white.
I think the whole country is not white.
Base.
And I like ravioli.
I like how there's this one, I don't know his name. This is way back in the day. There's this one streamer who was like, he would collaborate with Nick Fuentes and stuff. He was like from Quebec. And he'd be like, yeah, so I think whites include like the basque, like he included himself in like, like the line for what is considered white is like him and like no one below or something. It was really funny.
Well, I mean, if so, this the interesting thing is like I was just talking to Chancey about this that if you go to jail in California, the Mexicans are on the white people's teams. Like they're the homies. There's a certain level of Mexican that's on the white people's teams that are like basically like submissive to the Aryan Brotherhood. And it's like the Sereños and the homies. So it's like once you get past a certain level, like the paisanos or something, the ones with the face tattoos and that they don't speak English, they're like, you know, they're just like everybody else. But the Mexicans are basically like, you know, promoting and propagating Nazis and white supremacy.
What about?
This is big in California, dude. They're all that's the whole thing. I spent 15 days in a California jail. It's
What?
it's a complete.
Did they give
Yeah,
sparkling
it's
water?
very. No, they give you like they call it the Red Death, and it's like not even like it's all fake meat. None of it's real meat. It's all like soy-based meats. They give you to eat.
It's very healthy for you. They're trying to get you to lose weight.
Wow.
Yeah, what's up with everyone in California eating them vegetables? What's up with that? Can you answer that, Rose? What's up with that? Like every
What was the question?
like in the movies, I always see like if someone goes to like a house in California, they got like vegetables and shit in their fridge. What's up with that?
In the fridge?
Yeah,
You don't have vegetables in the fridge?
nah. I'm a normal person.
Why?
I'm a normal person.
Every time I have vegetables in the fridge, they just become a bag of liquid that's like smelly and gross.
Yeah, cause can you explain
What
that?
are you
Rose?
saying? You put them on the counter?
Now I'd sleep in the fridge for like 3 months and never do anything with them, and then it just becomes a bag of soup, just disgusting vegetable soup, rotting away in a plastic bag.
Yeah, so can you explain that? Why do they eat their vegetables so damn much over there?
I don't know. I love vegetables, so.
That's because of the programming, though. Like California has like the most of the cult programming, all the establishment programming. Like they're you guys will be the first ones to start eating bugs. We'll be in California. That you're gonna soon be eating bugs, and that's what Tucker Carlson says. So,
Friend of the
Rosie,
show.
would you rather talk to a trucker or Tucker Carlson?
Or Trucker Carlson.
I would rather talk to Tucker. I'd rather talk to Tucker.
What about Trucker
Tucker. Although Tucker Carlson came on to my YouTube the other night during autoplay, and he just seems like a husk of his former self.
He's
Did you say
I
you
mean,
talked to Tucker Carlson?
He talked to me through the television.
I see him in
Um.
the blur when my car is running. I see him in the reflection when the car's going at the window.
Yeah.
How much do you think it would take to pay Tucker Carlson to be on this show?
Probably like a couple
Probably like-
$100,000.
No, he would probably do it for like 60,000.
Or-
Although
I could.
the fact that it ruined his reputation, you're right. It would probably be more like $1 million.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
You
What's
just-
wrong with the show? That would ruin his
No, you just have to
reputation.
catch
His
on.
reputation.
The show's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, we haven't said
the
anything.
leftists would.
We haven't said anything bad ever on this show. Ever.
Well, we're talking about Han Chinese, and it would be great to be like Tucker, our Italian's white. That would be
Best show
awesome.
ever. That'd be the best show ever.
He'd be like,
Are they
a
white?
new studies show, new studies out of Harvard show Italians aren't white. What could be the cause of this? We always used to assume that they weren't, but now, I don't know. Tucker.
What is the definition? What is the definition of white though?
It's like
if
a
you-
country that's like doesn't have crime and
Nah,
something like that.
Nah. Mine's way better. Basically, it means that you basically colonized half the world, and was responsible for
Yeah,
civilization.
No, what it
yeah,
is,
you
CY,
get
is
tricked.
that
You get tricked. You get tricked into colonizing the world, and then the trick gets flipped on you because now the world is being colonized by the opposite.
You're both wrong. It
So you
means
think
that
it's a
Doctor.
mindset and not a color?
Yeah, it's always been like that.
It's a mindset.
Being white is always in the mind.
White people grind set.
No.
The white man grind set.
Well,
That's my
the
new trading
bullshit
program.
The bullshit answer is that like it's like anyone who like it's a certain group of people from Europe that is like above Irish and Italian. Like Irish and Italian didn't make it. You got to be of like a certain European descent. But like they didn't even like in Europe you're not even white. White's purely an American thing. Like there's it's nowhere else in the world do they define people as just all one thing like that. In Europe you're like they have a hierarchy to what is the better European country to be from. And so like, you know, they don't just call it everyone's not just white. You're like, you know, Scandinavian.
I think it's more to do with like you're either royal or you aren't, like within the country. Because you see like the Formula One races, and it's all like the royalty from every country. They don't care where you're
There is
from.
an aristocratic class for sure, but they also have like a hierarchy the same way Japanese people look down on like, you know, the Viets and whatnot. But no, and then the other answer that the whites just came from Dr. Yakub. He was breeding them up. He took all the same way
Yakub.
they make like Dr. Yakub, dude. The Yakubians, they bred white people by taking all
It's
the white
Yakub.
skin. It's Yakub,
It's
dude.
Jake.
It's
It's
the
Jacob.
Yakubians.
All right.
Jacob.
It's
Yeah,
Yakub.
Jacob. Yeah.
With a K.
My
I thought it
follow-up
was
question is if Italians and Irish people, they're not white, what are they?
Great question. They're sick.
They're monsters.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Animals. Animals. Purely, yeah.
They
pure
walk
animals.
amongst the earth and pretend they're humans.
Yeah. And on that note, I think Chancey's whiter than I'll ever be.
It's a very sad thing to say, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, I am semi as Kanye says, because I just found out my mom's like 50% Lebanese.
Oh, that
So,
explains it.
Yeah.
Girls.
I'm Irish Semite, dude. I'm
It
basically
depends. Saying whether someone is white or not, it all depends on your definition of whether white means Northern European or it means Aryan and ancient Aryan ancestry. Because if it's ancient Aryan defining white, maybe like Persians are more white than. But if it's like based on like Northern European, it's tough because you could say blonde hair, blue eye, but we got black people with blonde hair and blue eyes now. So fuck, who knows?
You mean the albinos? They got red eyes.
No, I'm talking about like the ones like you watch the National Geographic, which is like the future face of America, and it's like Ice Spice but with blue eyes. It's like Ice Spice but with blue eyes. Yeah, it's like me.
For Obama, I'll tell you that right now.
Vote for Obama this year. Change is gonna happen.
I'm just kidding, too. I probably would have voted for Obama. That's what DeSantis is, dude. DeSantis is just the next Obama, and now we're on we're on to a political segment. Yeah. Who's going to win next election?
We just lost half our viewers instantly.
Chancey, who are you voting for as a young black man in America?
Trump. Trump, guys. He's gonna win. We're gonna make America great again.
Yeah,
that's what the hat's gonna say.
Wait, who's running against him?
Nobody can run against Trump.
Kanye, 2024.
I would vote for Kanye in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah, I would vote for Kanye all day.
Yeah.
However, underneath it all, he seems just like he wouldn't know what to do, really.
So is Trump.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I don't vote. They're all they don't work.
Yep, never voted.
Yeah, that's true. I never voted either. I'm a registered.
Like, I don't want to vote. I just want Caesar to, like, become the leader, you know?
He's dead.
Like a monarchy where we just kill the king once we stop liking him and we just put the most competent person in place.
So Haiti.
Yeah, I'm all for that. And the thing is that the people that tell you to vote too, you ever have anyone tell you to vote, ask them a few questions about what they think about humanity. They will be the exact same person that says, oh, well, we should, like, people need to stop having babies and people are just too dumb and, like, you know, it's like maybe we should just, like, nuke the planet so we can at least save the world from ourselves. Like, they have no faith in humanity, and those are the same people that are telling you to vote every single time. And yeah, I'm just saying we need to make Trump king. We'll kill him if he stops doing good by the people, and then we get another one, and that's how it goes, dude. People would be okay if we said, hey, Trump's gonna run it till we'll pass it to his hot daughter after he's gone and see how she does. Maybe she can.
I think she's hot.
What's her name?
Yeah.
What?
Ivanka.
Yeah,
no. Ivanka, that's right. Dude,
I guess.
You don't think Ivanka's hot?
Not really.
Speaking of Northern European.
No, that's his wife. His wife. I mean, to be fair, his kids are kind of like they look a little bit dysgenic. Except for Baron. I like Baron, but the rest of them look they don't look that smart, you know.
I used to play Roblox.
Did you actually?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Baron does look like he's been on Roblox for way too long. Like Baron does look like smart, but not in like a healthy way. He looks smart like
me.
Like an idiot savant. Yeah.
Like me, yeah. Like autist club.
Yeah, so the next episode we're gonna go atom smashing.
What's that?
We're gonna smash atoms.
Okay.
Creating a black hole.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
Now that's Chancey saying he's gonna find any M to F transvestites that are black and hit them in the Adam's apple.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Austin, can you tell me more about that Vietnam girl that her vagina was like a balloon blown up?
Yeah, he's being off right now. That's why he's breathing heavily. Live on the air. He's doing a DSP right now.
Got him.
Got him.
No, can't. I don't kiss and tell, dude. I'm a gentleman.
What do you mean?
The hell?
I've heard you talk about on One Boss podcast on
I mean,
SoundCloud.
I don't know, dude. It was uneventful. It was the first girl I hooked up with when I moved back out east. What do you want to know about her?
What's her name?
I mean, I just want to know if the experience, like, tell me about the experience. Don't be a pussy.
What's her
She
address?
I went to a show. She was wearing a onesie, and I was leaving the
Yeah.
show, and I didn't have a ride home. So like I'm walking by her, and I was like, I wanted to talk to her earlier. She was just she was shuffling by herself, just like, you know, it was kind of like clubby vibes. She was dancing in her onesie, and asked her where she was going, and then I bummed a ride from her. And she just came over.
Is it really that easy?
Dude,
Awesome.
and I was living with my mom at the time too. I literally
Yeah.
brought her to my mom's house.
Big balls move.
That's funny.
Yeah,
And then?
that was, and then I fucked her on a twin mattress in the living room of my mom's apartment. And it took me it took me a very long time. It was hard for me to be comfortable with the whole situation too, because even that was a lot for me. Like, I know it was a lot for her, but I
Did
don't
she
know,
queef a lot?
I don't think it was a lot for her.
Yeah, a ton. Yeah, it was like queef central. Like it was
Right.
the.
And
it
what
was,
did you? What were the thoughts going through your head? Where you're like, she's just naturally like this. Like, this isn't from having sex with too many guys or something, right?
No. I literally, the first thing I thought was, damn, she's fucked like the most like gangster
Right.
ass.
Do you still believe, you think that's to be true, or do you think it's just a genetic thing?
How big are you? How much you packing?
I mean, my dick's not proportionate to the size of my body. They say, what do they say, that your dick's like this?
What does that mean? Shut the fuck up. That's not the question. Stop getting defensive. Don't listen to Chancey. Listen, I asked you, do you think it's a genetic thing, or do you think she has slept with a lot of people? That's why she was like that.
I really did think that she was like having sex with black dudes in the moment. I never really thought about it
Damn.
again. But what do you think? You had the hot dog in the
I
hallway.
think
type
I had a
situation.
similar experience, and I think
It
it's
was
just a genetic
labia.
thing.
You
I think
it
it's
was
just a genetic thing.
I think
Yeah.
she had. Dude, no, there's no way you just don't have pussy walls like genetically. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it's like
and I'm
it's like
sorry
a
for
balloon.
the
It's
crass
like
humor. I don't. That's vulgar language. Which I'm. Rosie, are you still here?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on this, Rose?
Yeah.
I think it's
sorry,
genetic.
Rosie.
I think
Let me ask.
their vaginas
let me
must
ask you,
just be
Rosie.
like that.
What do you think about this?
Huh?
Do you think that can you tell us if this is something that is real? Is it possible to not have like inside walls? Is that a thing?
Oh, don't ask her. Don't ask her.
She's the only one that can. She's the only one
It's
that
like
can end
it's
this
like a
argument.
girl asking you about male, like what a penis is like. It's like, I don't fucking know.
I mean, I can
I just have
answer
one.
that. I can answer that.
No.
I'll just one. You have one cock. You've seen a million cocks. Cocks are cocks, dude. They're all the same.
I
They're
can send you
all
some pictures, fools.
phallic shaped objects, or even, you know, you could describe a hot dog and it's basically the same thing. But all right,
Guys,
well,
my mom
regardless.
listens to this.
Hey, Chancey's mom. I'm sorry about your son and what he's chose to do with his life, but he's young and he will get it
Fuck.
together.
Jesus.
He's 32.
Yeah, soon. I'll be there soon.
Hey, mom.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're a great lady. You raised a great boy. He's a good man. He's a good man.
I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to make it to Tuhu. That's fuck.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Austin, you want to come with us?
I'll come. You got an extra ticket?
No.
I'm gonna go there and just call everybody little guy. I'm gonna say, "Hey, little man."
What's
What's
your
up, little
height?
guy?
What's your height?
I'm not giving my height away. Now you're giving away things that they could start using to narrow me down.
I've seen you look like. What are you talking about? There's
Well, I mean,
I wonder where you
I'm pretty sure you're at least like 5'11" or 5'12".
That's about right. More or more. More or less, more or more. Nah,
Is Thailand where you get to ride the elephant?
you can ride
What?
elephants in Thailand. You used to be able to ride elephants in America,
Yeah, they
Fuck
changed
is
that.
that? What are you talking about?
Is that like
but PETA came in here.
is that like a euphemism? Ride the elephant?
No,
what is
I rode
that?
it. I rode an elephant at the like.
Oh,
Barnum and Bailey.
riding. I thought you meant right, as in like a elephant font. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
thought you were speaking like codes or something.
Yeah.
I'm,
No, I just thought they said road, not road.
Ride the elephant.
Yeah, I remember I was at the African Lion Safari that's like an hour outside of Toronto. And we went there when I was a kid and it was great, but then we went there when I was like 20 or something. And the lineup for the elephant rides was just all the Indian people, and the elephants did not look happy. It was really fucked up. They're all taking pictures riding the elephant. I'm like, what happens with all these animals in the winter? What do you ship them somewhere? Like, put them in a fucking Boeing 747? That's fucked up. I don't know. Just all the Indian people riding the fucking elephant. Fucking elephant rides. I fucking hate elephant rides.
Yeah, that's
They
so
also-
sad.
Either
Yeah,
I'm
not
using an
good.
elephant, either I'm using like an ancient giant elephant as like a warrior, like I'm on top of it and it's like pillaging a village, or I don't want one at all.
Look, Admiral Byrd said there's still woolly mammoths on a continent. It's like a giant landmass out there by the Arctics. You go past the North Pole, there's a giant landmass the size of America. Luscious greens. They still got woolly mammoths running around free.
I gotta go there. I believe it. I gotta go there.
I'll go there.
I wouldn't be surprised either, just because of how.
It sounds like
secure
I
they
gotta go
have
past the
Antarctica.
ice wall. Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta go over it.
You can't go. You can't go past the ice wall. No one's gone past the ice wall.
Says
All right. Oh, right. You said North Pole, so I gotta go to the center of the world, and I'll find like.
No, I think it is. I think it
tropical.
is Antarctica. Honestly, I think you go like south,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's in his diaries that were released after he died. So who knows? But he's more. People use the Hollow Earthers use him to kind of like that. I just found out about this show. It's called Inside Job, some like Netflix show.
Oh, I love
Kind
that
of like
show.
Rick and Morty.
I fucking love
Yeah,
that
it's
show.
pretty good. It's made by the Japanese dude. It's kind of like Rick and Morty type of
It's made by the guy
characters,
that
but
made Gravity Falls.
it's great too. It really is. It's yeah, the guy clearly knows like a lot about like, conspiracies and intelligence agencies and a lot of the well, he knows a lot of the facts going around.
What's this guy you're talking about? Where can I find him?
Inside Job, the cartoon.
Is that where you got this info about the?
Oh, Admiral
Fucking
Byrd.
wool-
Admiral. Just type in Admiral Byrd. It's Bird with a Y, Byrd, and then you can listen to his like his diaries, his journals, and like there's an audio book that his son released after he died.
Oh yeah. No, I think I read about this guy. This is the guy that went over the ice wall or something.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's interesting. It's a fun one. It's a fun one to read because he also people use him a lot with the UFOs. The UFO people like him too because there was like a UFO battle apparently, some sort of battle. Some people say it was giants. Where's Dia though? We should get another schizophrenic conversation.
Yeah, I'll call up Dio real quick.
Yeah.
There's also that guy who like went online and did like a public speech, or he did like in like 2005 or 2006, and they like killed him a day later or something. And he like explained everything. It's like, I work for the CIA. There's alien based like cities underground and blah 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 or something like that. I gotta look that guy up.
Yeah, the tunnels are real. The tunnels are definitely real.
Seems like it.
You can't be out here arguing about do tunnels exist, do tunnels not. Of course, tunnels exist. Get over that. If we can't accept that, we're
living in a post-tunnel world.
yeah, we're past that already. Tunnels are there. They're there. What do they do with them? That's what we need to figure out. I guess if we get Dion, that's good. We can get end the show out with some extra schizophrenic segments.
Any content?
Hello.
Yo,
You gonna call me? Any
Yeah, hey
content?
man, you're live on air.
help us finish it
You gonna
out.
call
We
me
gotta end
to
the
the
show.
What?
Yeah,
this is
yeah, that's
show?
why. Yeah.
Why'd you say call you what?
You calling me because you don't have any content?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
we're
mean,
at, no,
we're calling
we're
you-
at the end
that's
of the
not
show.
true.
We're at the end of the show, actually.
Don't say that. We're still gonna hang out for like an hour. Come on.
Yeah.
Gonna hang out for an hour. My parting words of wisdom for everyone is to learn to find happiness within yourself. Because
That's
if you ever
impossible.
try to rely on someone else to be the anchor for your happiness, you'll never find it.
Amen.
What about those people who are like, if you want to be happy? Okay. What about those
What's that?
people who are like, if you want to find happiness, find like someone you love or something?
Finding love seems
In the
to
modern
be
era.
a pretty daunting task. There are plenty of women who have tried to want to love me, but I have not been able to figure out how to love them.
Why are they just too needy? Stupid.
It's the same thing I was saying in the group chat. It's more a matter of the simping culture. And it's the sheer fact that if you ever have a disagreement, there's going to be some other man who's waiting on the sideline to be the next one to hop into the relationship that's going to soothe, say, the individual into believing that they're right, even if they're right.
Mm.
That makes
There's
sense.
enough angry incels out there who can't get anything, and all they do is just act like a bunch of yes men because they feel white knighting is their only way to ever get in on anything. And if they ever see an opportunity to drive a wedge in a relationship when there's a chance, they damn well sure take the opportunity.
When there's a last chance.
The last chance, yeah. When there's that last chance to be able to, you simp for years long enough and she keeps you around because you always say yes and you always tell her she's right. And you got to wait for that opportunity for enough other people to burn bridges or do whatever it is to be able to get that last chance in on yourself.
That's what I'm telling everyone.
I joined a black pill open panel, and I don't know. They were talking about there was a bunch of drunk guys that sucked. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. There's this one guy I talked to this a couple weeks ago, that's like, yo man, you forget woman, like you got to find your purpose and then you'll be happy. And it's like that's some bullshit, dude. You'll find your purpose. What the fuck's that even mean?
That's what I've been telling you the whole time, Paul. You need to have.
That's retarded.
You need to have a realistic purpose in life. Going to Thailand and getting massages and running up your credit for a year is not your fucking purpose in this world. I can promise you that.
Well, why the fuck do you need a purpose? That shit's fucking lame. I think purpose is a code.
Let me put it to you this way, Pools. This is a video game. We're all playing a video game right now, and we're all our own little independent player characters.
I'm playing the video game where I choose the more leisure time I have, the more I win.
That's the Luciferic.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You should go to that's the Luciferic mode. You're just you're playing the game where you're just gonna be like servant self. You're just out here. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. I'm gonna take this Coca-Cola.
Let me put
it. Shotgun.
Like Skate Rad's gonna be over there grinding away for hours on RuneScape, trying to increase his skill levels on some different things. So you can spend your life grinding away at nothing, or you can be increasing your skill levels in other areas, which is really
Wait. So you said find your purpose, but now you're telling me RuneScape is not allowed as a purpose?
No, I'm saying if RuneScape was an analogy to real life, which really is what it is, every video game is supposed to be mirroring the real world in some sort of way. They're basing a lot of what happens in games off the reality we're all living. But the whole point is, every game you play, they should be trying to increase their skill levels. Or if you're going to be the one character on the RuneScape server just picking cabbages all day, you're never going to be able to compete with any of the other player characters.
Yeah, but in the modern world, competing is like retarded.
Fools, in the realistic world, competing is all that matters, because if it wasn't for the auspices of the civilization that we live in and the structures of our society, we'd be out here beating each other over the head with rocks, trying to fucking get the same piece of fruit off the tree.
Yes, and that is real competition. But now we have society, so competition is eliminated. You don't have to do it.
It's not eliminated. It's not eliminated.
So wait. That was weird. How is that real competition when it's you're saying like hunting and gatherings like real competition, but instead of trying to like master a craft or like become the best at something or specialize in something, that's not real competition?
It's real competition, Pools. You're fucking deluded if you're just we've supplicated
the bar's just
the
set
need.
now the bar's just set higher, so
supplicated-
you just I'm sorry, go ahead.
We've supplicated the need to be out there hunting and gathering, and instead of competing for the same gazelle or the same apple on the tree, we're out here competing for the same dollar, and that same dollar gets exchanged for an apple or a piece of meat. So in a roundabout way, we're still doing the same task, out here competing in the job market for the limited number of jobs and the limited number of dollars to be the most fit specimen to reproduce. It's the same fucking thing. There's nothing different. It's just got a different veneer on it.
Okay, well, I just want to say that trying to chase that apple was a mistake. Also,
yeah, trying to take the apple.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, what about? Have you not read the Unabomber Manifesto?
The Unabomber is still out there building his own cabin. He's still out there farming his own food. He's out there building his own bombs. He's out there writing his own letters. He's out there reading his own books and educating himself. So he's doing the work. He was actually doing something. He wasn't just retreating into his own leisureness. He made his purpose trying to overthrow the fucking devil in this society.
Yeah, and it was in vain. You should have just chilled even harder.
It wasn't necessarily in vain, because how many people has he informed cognitive dissonance into through his manifesto and his actions?
Okay.
Wasn't he like
he served his purpose to inspire other people in the society, Pools.
Didn't he go through some sort of MK Ultra thing? Wasn't there like something?
That's bullshit. That's like, yeah.
I don't necessarily. He went to Harvard during the time that the MK Ultra project was being brought into the limelight of the world, but he himself.
I thought he was actively part of.
No. Okay, listen. The real thing. If you're trying to look for. If you're trying to look for something that that made him fucked, it's that when he was 2 years old, he got really sick and was hospitalized and quarantined for like a month. And ever since then, like, he wasn't the same, his mom said.
I don't think the outcome of the final result was any purposeful intent on the government's part. I feel like he saw enough of what there was, and he was too smart for them to control. I don't feel like he got brainwashed by MK Ultra. I'm sure they tried to get him stuck in the program in some different way. But I'm more than certain that they.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the people actually got. Yeah, I don't think they all were actually brainwashed successfully. I think some people just got hit with a high amount of psychedelics and were just fucked with or left alone to be observed. But either way, I mean, that doesn't help. You know what I mean? Especially if you give somebody who's highly intelligent an insane amount of psychedelics, will create new perceptions that are
That's what he
then
did to
taken
me.
over as like personalities.
That's what he did. That's what he did to
I had
me.
a friend.
And look what happened.
I had a friend. My buddy was he was in like Modesto, California, and he went to a hospital with another friend of his where they paid him to do a DMT IV drip where they like dosed them for like 30 minutes on just nonstop DMT going in. And he went with his friend who's like never done any drug before, but because it was like at a hospital and they were like paying him and it was supervised, that he thought it was like okay. But he had such a crazy trip where he thought he like lived like thousands of lifetimes that the guy is like completely fried. Like my buddy's fine, but the other guy never came back from it.
Wait, they fried his brain? That's crazy.
Yeah, they fried his brain. And this is just like not that long ago in California.
So what's he like now?
He's like in an institution.
He's Russell Brand.
And
he
yeah, like never able to like be on his own again.
Yeah, well, that's why I want to do that. Where do I sign up?
I'm sure that Canada's
Did you
got all
hear
kinds of stuff.
Did you hear about the Trudeau Foundation, Pools?
Listen, there's new Trudeau leaks fucking weekly. No one cares anymore. We're all just trying to ignore it at this point.
I want to hear about it.
Fucking
How much
Trudeau.
longer is going to be able to hold on to power?
My question is, are they Trudeau?
Long time. People, we're living amongst the most thinking that society is going to collapse. I don't think it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I think that's wishful thinking.
Society's not going to collapse, but it's definitely going to change the way we're living now.
Yeah, they have to break it down a little bit so they create the circular economy. Now, Pools, you're being so pessimistic. You're like, we're not even going to get the economy collapse. That's just wishful. That's optimistic to think that we'll be lucky enough to get
Well,
this
yeah, it's
economic-
like because people have this fantasy of like once society collapses. I mean, that would be awesome. Imagine society collapsing and you can kill anyone you want.
Societal collapse is not going to happen just overnight. It's a slow process, and it's already happening. The fucking opioid epidemic, the amount of people coming across the border right now, the terrorists coming into this country, all of the illegals who are here committing crimes and everything. I live in a society up here in Seattle that's completely collapsing, the amount of homelessness and drugs on the street. And every motherfucker from around the country comes out here to Portland and Seattle with federal warrants, running away from the law because they know they can get away with breaking the law out here and just get released back out on the street the next day. It's the same with
That's what I did.
California.
I went out there for
has
3
been
years.
happening.
Yeah, I went to Portland for 3 years with Brandon, running from the law for that exact same reason. And when I did, there was just people like shooting up on the streets. There's people sleeping on business roofs. Like it is
Sleeping on
the Pacific
businesses,
Northwest.
breaking into businesses, stealing shit all the time, and just fucking feeding the drug cycle. And they run out here because the people are so liberally minded. They won't fucking arrest them or get them caught up in the warrants they should have been fucking caught up for. And it pisses me off. The societal collapse is a very slow process that's already been in the works. Look at how few relatively good-paying jobs there are in the economy. Most of the economy now is service-based jobs, and now they're replacing the service-based jobs with AI because they don't need someone to sit there in a call center and do the job that a computer can do.
Let's go. This is a full episode. This is a little.
All right,
bit of
I need a date. Like what year? And what's going to change exactly?
Before 2030.
It's already here for us. We have a
It'll be
fucking
before
clown
2030 though.
We have a clown in office right now, and one of his presidential advisors during the Obama administration is over there actively trying to turn Hunter Biden and Joe Biden into the FBI, but the FBI refuses to fucking sanction them or do any sort of investigation into those two clowns, and they want to sit here and harass Trump the whole time. And everyone can openly see Joe Biden's crack addict son around peddling fucking influence. We're already living in the societal collapse, Pools.
Well, the United Nations has their plan that was.
No, I mean,
20.
no, quiet. I mean societal collapse as in if I commit murder, I don't go to jail.
What?
That's
You
already
just get away with murder then, dude. Why are you
When I
so-
go to the grocery store, there's food on the shelves.
That's already the law in Chicago. I could go actually down to the grocery store here in Whatcom County and steal shit and they won't fucking arrest me. I can go to California and steal up to $1,000 worth of shit every fucking hour if I just come back to a different store and they won't arrest me.
Taking notes.
They've legalized theft. They've legalized drugs. They've started to legalize murder. In Chicago, they're legalizing murder.
Well, and there's people that are getting released for it, especially during the lockdown. People were getting released from jail for murder, and in parts of Michigan, it really, I mean, there's parts of the South where you can just get away with murder, no problem. But if the only thing stopping you from murder is just fear of getting caught, then, I mean, dude, you just gotta outsmart the cops. That's not too hard, dude. Figure it out.
True. Take it from him.
There's a dude in Seattle.
I got
been on the run for 5 years.
Went on the run for 2
There's
years.
a dude here in Seattle. There's a guy here in Seattle who randomly threw a nurse down the stairs and fucking killed her. And now he's in jail. And he's in jail, and they're going to pay him $500 a day to sit in jail because they're saying he's being unlawfully fucking detained. So now me as a taxpayer dollar has to give this motherfucker a six-figure salary for committing murder.
Wait, how much
because
taxes
they
are
say
you
he's
paying?
mentally insane.
Be honest. How much taxes are you paying? What's your social? All right, no, let's take a step back.
When I go to the grocery store and I buy things, I pay state taxes. Most of my money for making purchases go to paying state taxes. So I'm paying for that person to sit there.
I'm getting screwed by the IRS as we speak, completely screwed. But you do need purpose in life, fools. You can't just live a life of like no meaning whatsoever. I mean, you can, but you're not going to live for very long. And you're going to live in like deeply in vices. You're just going to be masturbating all day and drinking and whatever just to get by. I mean, if that's how you want to do it, man, have fun. But you got to have some sort of meaning, something to work on, something to work towards, some direction to go in. Like,
Wait. Sorry, I was train hopping. I couldn't hear anything. So now.
You're hopping on. No.
Are you telling me? Are you talking to me or Diogenes?
No, I was
He's talking
saying
to you. You see a person who's a federal fucking criminal telling you to do something with your life. You're really trying.
I'm not anymore. Statute of limitations declares that I am completely innocent, and I have nothing against me at this point in time. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent
Listen,
man.
Diogenes, you're saying that society's collapsed, but there's food on the shelves.
Yo,
There's
there will
food on
be
the shelf, but
there
you
will be a
legally
collapse.
go into
I can
the
give you a
field.
I'll give you a time frame. Before 2030, there will be an economic collapse, and they've already done this in other countries because they're rebuilding back. They're to build back better. The whole thing is to create a circular economy. That means that BlackRock has to finish owning everything. Bill Gates, all these guys have to finish buying up the rest of America. They're just about done. But once they have everything that they can actually own, then they will go ahead and start the collapse and the build back of the economy, which will be, they have complete control of everything. The people that live outside of the cities will be suffering like the higher amount of taxes. Things will be more expensive,
Right.
like gas will be higher out there, food will be more expensive because shipping purposes. It'll make living in the city almost the financial viable option, but you're just going to be stuck renting everything. They'll have robots delivering our food here in a few years, and it'll be extra convenient. You'll just never own shit, and that's kind of where things are going. And yeah,
The greatest thing they can get out of you is your human potential and your creativity and your intelligence. So they want to keep you like a rat in the cage and milk you for every fucking idea and every thought and every fucking little bit of creativity you have. They want to milk you for every little bit of creativity you have.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what's the solution? Posting on YouTube?
Yeah,
The
that is
solution,
something.
we look at our fucking governments and we get back to true democracy and people start to really fucking educate themselves again instead of placating their hurt butt-ass broke feelings with drugs and drinking and Thai massage jobs.
Listen, I don't want a massage job. I just want a regular massage.
Well, I'm saying there's not much we can do. I don't
I
really
mean,
anticipate
I mean,
people getting
I mean,
smarter.
I know a solution, but I can't. I legitimately can't say it on air. But
The final
Right.
solution?
Final one, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
no, not like that, but like something, something along those lines.
Is
Listen, man,
arbitrators
all the
involved?
truckers in
Yes.
Canada got together and they proved for a moment that enough people were pissed off against the Canadian government. There's
Yeah, who cares?
great
That's Canada.
potential for
I'm talking
everyone.
about the
That
American
didn't achieve
government.
anything.
I'm talking about the American
That was a
government.
beautiful.
Something
That was a
matters.
beautiful thing, though. That was cool. That was awesome. We should.
Yeah,
we should
kind of
encourage
was,
that.
but Canadians are lame.
It inspired the other people to start dropping leaks about Justin Trudeau in the last couple years, Pools. Just like the bomber, the Unabomber didn't really necessarily achieve all the goals he wanted. He still got people to wake up a little bit and look around themselves and think. That protest may have not amounted to a whole lot in that moment, but it's definitely got a lot of Canadians pissed off.
No, because the way I see it is that happened, Canadians forget about it, and the fact that they did pull that off, all that happened was the police came in with violence and it was over. The police win again.
It didn't happen, but people have been over here
Because
getting the
everyone's too
whole
coward to get violent with the police.
People got the whole Trudeau Foundation to step down.
He's still in power.
Huh?
He's still in power.
He might be still in power, but the fucking base of his power, his fucking financial support, has been cut out from underneath him. It's just like with Joe Biden. Joe Biden might be in power still, but enough of the fucking leaks have been happening because people are pissed off that it's starting to really compromise his control and his hold on power.
Mm.
The more you
You're
feel
doing the
inclined, feel hopeless, and it's listen, okay, so what does Delta always want to go on about manifesting your reality? Is that like your thoughts,
so
your
gay.
thoughts-
I don't want to hear
your
anything
thoughts-
about.
your thoughts are going to inform what happens. So if you're sitting here thinking it's hopeless and you're sitting here thinking there's nothing I can do, and then you live your life as a hopeless, meek individual, all you're doing is helping the system continue to make the situation hopeless for everyone else. That's all you're doing.
Well, what's the solution?
To hold on to hope and actually do something with your life.
You know what another word for hope is? Cope.
What's that?
Cope.
Hope.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what right now. I'm being evicted again because the cabal here on the island wants to drive me off for saying too many spicy things on the internet.
What? Who's the landlord? How do they find you on the internet?
I'm surrounded by Hollywood people. I've been telling everyone in the chat, but I'll post something from next door about the people saying that I deserve to be kicked off the island because they don't agree with me. But I've had to been dealing with this shit for the Phoenix Estates.
Damn. Dude. Too hot.
I have
too
to go
hot.
buy property now. I was waiting for the housing market to decline, but now I'm being forced to make a purchase a little sooner than I wanted to.
Well, it's a good time. It's a buyer's market.
It's not really a buyer's market right now. I needed to wait like another year for the property prices to decline, but I'm not being given that chance at this moment. All I could tell you, Pools, is that, I guess there really is no perfect answer, because if you try to go out and do something purposeful, they'll do whatever they can to stop you.
Yes.
And it almost behooves you to be lazy and not do anything, because then Bill Gates and the rest of the fuckers won't feel like they need to step on you to stop you from ruining their plans.
Well, it's just the inevitable.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like you can't be apathetic to the point where you just like, and I know apathy better than anyone, to like where you just are so careless, and it's kind of good. You can use it kind of selectively if you need to be careless about something or kind of compartmentalize things. But you also have to be able to have certain things that are sacred, things that you do care about. And if you don't, I mean, eventually it's going to be just impossible to get out of bed. So it's like you got to find like something. But hey, I mean, You know, if not, if you want to become just like, if you go straight into depression, just make sure you make time for the show. You know, even if you are depressed, we'll make you laugh a little bit. We'll have some goofs and some gaffs, and you can just.
What are you doing right now, Pools? Are you just traveling around Canada?
No,
He's train hopping.
He's train hopping.
He's going from freight to freight, riding the rails.
I thought you had a place to rent for a year.
Yeah, I ditched it.
You canceled your lease, and now where are you headed? Nova Scotia?
No, I don't know. Right now I'm house sitting for someone.
Huh. Well, at least you're doing something. You're helping someone out and providing something back to other people around you.
Yeah, I try sometimes.
As much as I could say, Pools, you're right in the fact that we're not having to do the hunting and gathering and competing in that kind of ecosystem anymore. But the whole thing is we're living in such an easy day in the society we have because it relies on everyone working together to be able to hold up everything so that we don't have to go back to hunting and gathering and competing with the animals in the wild. So you even doing the house sitting right now is doing something more purposeful than just, sitting around running up your credit.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I see what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree with that.
You're helping someone out who needed to get their place protected from homeless squatters and everything else, right? Like, you're doing someone a service. You should really see it like that.
That's more than any dumb platypus has ever done with their life.
Yeah.
Or any animal, for that matter.
Make a dam, I guess. Scatter, sticks.
Well, yeah, beavers, we can talk a little shit on beavers, but...
Oh, they meant platypus.
Otters.
Yeah, platypus.
They make dams, too?
I don't
know. No, they don't.
Stuff now.
Oh.
Well, hey, yeah, I mean... I agree with pretty much everything Dia says. I think that you can just be depressed and miserable, and it has nothing to do with coping. Thinking positively has actual impacts, and it's not the whole mind over matter where you can manifest your reality around you just by thinking.
Take some time to undo the trauma that's been behoven on me throughout my life.
Well, it can be erased from you, dude.
I've got way more than you, and I've been fucking telling everyone about all the shit I have to do.
Guys,
it's not a trauma battle. Trauma off. Let's compete. No, let's find out. This is where competition lies right now.
Your level of trauma pools revolves around you being so fucking. Hello?
All right, so what makes you, how can you assume, I thought you were a wise man, how can you assume that you have trauma?
Your level of trauma pools revolves around you not wanting to work a job to inherit a large fortune your family wants to leave you.
Large. And I'm not inheriting shit.
I'm not inheriting shit either. I'm basically a fucking orphan by all respects.
I'm not talking about
suicides and divorces way before my life, and I've sat here and forked over $40,000 to my father in the last couple years just to have the last little bit of land sold out beneath me, and now I still have to grapple with homelessness as I continue to go around and work for people for free.
Now, if you could reverse time, would you have taken that $40,000 and gone to Thailand and just relaxed for 5 years?
If I would have taken that $40,000 and bought a different piece of dirt, a different property that I knew I was going to fucking get, instead of sitting here and having some sort of opaque verbal agreement with my father to purchase the property from him.
Why not just go to some shithole country and live more comfortably?
I'm not leaving this island because I've already gotten the Willows shut down, and I'm going to get the rest of these people shut down.
Okay, well that's based and that's noble, but okay.
I'm not giving up the ground, Pools. I'm not giving up the ground because it's about time that we take this country back. It's about time you took your country back. It's about time that we took everything back.
Canada isn't a real country.
continue to give up the ground and continue to run away and continue to live in fear and continue to live in apathy, then of course the whole fucking cabal is going to continue to aggregate all of the power and control, and we're going to live in this society where we own nothing and we're happy.
Listen, the Indians moving here to like this cold, sun-deprived shithole. You can have it. They can have it. I don't give a fuck. Have fun with it. You know.
I don't. You know, you haven't really been throughout all of America, and what I can tell you is this corner of North America that you and me were living in, I don't know where you're at now, but where I'm still residing, is one of the best places in America. Everywhere else, the entire East Coast is a muggy-ass hot swamp. Everything in the heartland around the Great Lakes goes between being absolutely freezing and horrid in the winter to being a muggy swamp in the summer. Texas and everything else in the South is an arid, dry bullshit fucking scrub land. California is a bunch of bullshit. The only nice place to live is Oregon, Idaho, Washington, and maybe a little bit of like fucking Montana and Colorado.
So you like being deprived of sun?
Let me put it to you this way, Pools. The amount of ozone in the atmosphere is thinning out, allowing more ultraviolet light to get down to the lower Earth. So I'd rather live here around the mid-latitudes where it's cloudy a lot of the day so I don't develop skin cancer.
Skin cancer?
Living here in Washington, places, your chance of developing melanoma because of the acute lack of sunlight.
That is the best reason I've ever heard to live in the Pacific Northwest. That alone.
All the trees and the aromatic particles they put up into the air also intercepts a lot of the ultraviolet rays. Every time the trees put out pollen, all of the evaporation the trees are doing every day during their photosynthesis, the amount of molecules floating around in the heavily forested Pacific Northwest greatly reduces your chances of getting skin cancers. And me, as a light-skinned nigger, I have a higher chance of developing melanoma than a dark-skinned nigger. So I'd rather live in Washington and deal with a little bit of a vitamin D deficiency because I can just drink milk. Pools.
That's not how it works. You can't replace sunlight.
And you're a fucking idiot. Don't try to tell me how it works.
Well, I just think that's a misconception to say that, oh, the ozone's thinning, therefore I don't need sunlight. It's cancer rates in Australia are going through the roof. Cancer rates in Chile are going through the roof because the fucking hole in the ozone layer is growing every year. India is not agreeing to reduce using CFCs. India is out there still using the same chemicals, and so is China, that have been reducing the fucking ozone in the atmosphere. They're still out there producing the same refrigerators and ACs.
What chemicals
and they're
are
producing
those?
more ACs now because their society is coming up and is able to buy more air conditioners. So there's more carbohydrates, carbon. What?
It is carbon that is causing the thinning of the ozone.
It's chlorofluorocarbonate, CFCs. They were outlawed here in America and they were outlawed in the European Union, but India and China never agreed to ban them. And India and China are coming up very quickly in the world, and they're able to afford more air conditioners than they ever were before. And they're still producing a lot of the CFCs, and the ozone hole in the atmosphere continues to grow.
Well, I know you're right about Australia and Chile too, but Australia, yeah, it's like crazy how bad their skin cancer is getting. Were they using? I don't think carbon is really that big of an issue.
No,
in general,
they're closer. Chile and Australia are closer to the ozone hole than any other nations. That's why their skin rates are going up, skin cancer rates. Because they're right. The ozone hole is propagating itself in the Antarctic.
But it's not just like any carbon, like as far as just like burning gasoline or like
I didn't.
Natural
Don't
gas.
get mixed up with carbon. You have to look up CFC. It's chlorofluorocarbonate.
Okay, I just want that clear for the listeners here. We are a pro-carbon podcast.
Yeah.
We're pro carbon podcast. It's CFCs. I mean,
Okay,
technically, if we put more carbon in the air, the carbon in the air is probably intercepting more ultraviolet radiation than a lot of other things because it's a pretty big molecule. But the CFCs, because they have a bunch of free valent electrons, they bond easily with negatively charged ionic particles such as ozone that's sitting up in the atmosphere protecting us from these things.
Well, I don't know about you, man, but I got some big ass molecules myself.
I don't know what to tell you, Pools. I've been all throughout America, and where I'm living right now has the best weather. It gets 40 degrees at the coldest most of the winter, and it gets 80 degrees at the hottest in the summer. I'd rather be dealing with 80-degree weather than living in California where it's 130 degrees half the fucking year. And that's from California all the way to Florida. It's 130 degrees half the fucking year.
Cold weather makes you neurotic. Cold weather makes you neurotic.
It's not that hot in Florida.
Hot weather.
It's hot, but it's not
Florida in the summer.
103 It's
Yeah, Carolina.
I don't know.
Once
Once it goes
you got 12
100
weeks
degrees,
out
once
out
it
the
gets
year.
over 100 degrees,
3 months. You got 3
once it
months
gets
that are tough,
80,
and that's it.
it's been miserable.
Nah.
Once
9
it's over
months out of
80
the year,
degrees,
nice.
miserable.
Stop hating on America, dude. This is a jingoist podcast as well. We're pro America, all of it.
I never agree on
Missouri. Yeah, this is great. See, how many states
This
have you guys
is a
been to?
video game. Pools.
I've been
This
to,
is
like,
a video
4.
game. You only get one through, and you're playing on,
Yeah. Where's the quit button? I'm tired of this. Where's the quit button?
the quit button is a noose or a gun or a couple of cement blocks, and you jump off a bridge.
Hell yeah, dude. Sounds painful, but shit. I mean, what am I supposed to? What do I do if I win the game? What happens if I win the game? Get like a bunch of. Does the void go away? I don't think it does.
Cool. We're basically playing Rust. There are no real winning conditions.
Yeah.
Winning is based on what you want to establish for yourself. And if you're going to set the bar so low that you want to feel like you're winning just to waste your life, I mean, that's really on you, man. But to be honest with you, the test of this life is to overcome all of your inhibitions and actually do something. This life is meant to test you.
That's
This life is meant to test you.
That's bullshit.
Well, look, all right, if you think about it, like, so I think where me and Di come from is if you really do believe that you're like eternal beings, then, you know, when you die, this whole life is just going to be like a dream in comparison to what eternity is.
Why even try? The fucking game is rigged, dude.
So you don't have to try that hard, but I mean, at least have a direction to go in. I mean, you're just going to like sit here and
How do you
complain the
feel
whole.
the game is rigged when you have a family, Pools? You have a family that's like actively trying to leave you something. They're just disappointed in how you're living your life.
They're not. Trust me, they're not. If they were, it would be different, but they're not.
Why would it be different? It's not even lucky. I mean, you're lucky that they would even have the possibility to leave you something. That's not even like something that you're lucky if you get one half decent parent. Now,
what about trust fund kids?
They're just born into a different situation, and a lot of them are fucking doomed from the jump, because when you have everything afforded to you, you also have the ability to like just diminish your growth. You don't have anything to strive for. The struggle brings out the best in people. In fact, the more trauma you go through, the more resilient you become. And some people would say that the only thing you...
The cope, I think, when people say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I think that's the biggest cope around. I think that's a massive cope.
No, resilience is a different thing. Resilience is how much can you go through without actually letting it affect you? Because we're all like going through enough to where we're collecting trauma, like, and it does weigh on you. Stress, these things weigh on you. But like, how much does it take before you actually get knocked down? You know what I mean? It's like, sounds like right now you're knocked down, and you just, if you want to be down for a little bit, sometimes it's good to be in it, feel it.
Why can't you just accept reality? You guys got to make a cope about it.
What's the cope? I
You're
mean,
the one
life could be a great thing. I mean, you can wake up miserable.
You're the one who's coping, Pools. The game is rigged. Why should I even try to do anything? The game is rigged. That's a fucking cope.
No, man, that's reality. I'm in reality.
The reality is the game's never been harder, and the competition, the bar's never been higher. You have to compete more than you ever had to, and what you're doing is just choosing to drop out because you don't even want to try. That's what the reality is. Like, you just don't even want to play because.
You think I haven't tried? This is turning into some weird intervention. I'm just trying to say.
I know. Let's stop. We could take. I've been trying to stop this for a minute. This is not. But like, it is like what you're doing is really coping. Like, it's like what we're doing is being like,
You're assuming that I haven't tried. You're assuming that I haven't put in my effort.
I believe you've tried. I believe it. Trust me. But like, I've also
cultural thing where people are like, unless you succeeded, then you didn't try, and you got to. What is
you have not tried? You got paid out your security, your fucking injury money. You went and bought a trailer and then immediately sold it because you didn't want to bother with renovating it or anything. And you've been sitting here pissing away your money for the last few years, not doing anything. You haven't tried. You sold the one car you had that you could have been using to fucking do something to make an income. You haven't done anything to like try to do your fucking video media bullshit anymore. You haven't been trying anything. You've just been spending all of your money, and to the point now you're broke.
So?
Yeah, so what, dude? Who cares? Who even cares, dude?
To plan yourself and to do something for yourself, and you just wasted all that opportunity. You haven't been trying anything. You've just been trying to fucking cope.
I used my car to make money, and I did that for 2 years. And you just go right over that as if that wasn't a thing, like as if I haven't tried there.
Well, we don't need to do all this. Often we could end the show probably
like that. Yeah. How many hours a day were you doing Uber or anything else?
I mean, what does it matter?
All right, we're gonna end this. You guys.
No. Just started. This is a night fight, okay?
Night fight.
All right. He says keep it going.
Nice.
Keep it going.
Nice.
You guys, Austin, Shanty, if you want to go, leave. You can get a drink, or go to sleep, whatever. Leave this running for now. I got a night fight.
Fight.
All right. The concept of like working in trying to support this modern system is so retarded. Like in the modern era, I can't think of anything better to do than to create as much leisure for yourself as you can. I think that's an art form.
$70,000 could have bought you a couple acres somewhere out in Canada. You probably could have gotten 10 to 20 acres.
That's not true.
If you went to Manitoba or Upper Nova Scotia or somewhere fucking cool.
It's not true. So I'm already slaying all your things. You're just mad at me because you think I'm some comfy, bratty kid. But I've potentially been through more trauma than you. And
no, Pools, we can measure dicks all day, and I'm going to come up longer every time.
I mean, I've seen it. I don't know about that. Pools, I think you need to show me a picture so I can compare with both.
I mean, I agree with some of the things Pools is saying too, to be honest. I get where you're coming from, and it's like, unless you can find a way to play the game, the rigged game, like unless you can kind of, but the thing is, rebelling against the system is really the worst. Like to just fight it completely, like I did that for like the majority of my life, and it just ends up you're just fighting yourself. You're just making yourself miserable. If you can find a way to, like, it's rigged already. If you can find a way to use it to make it work in your favor, then you'll start to kind of like, enjoy.
I like
life.
Austin is the voice of reason. I like Austin. He's got some good input here.
I agree with the whole thing. I mean, we should be as comfortable as possible. Might as well. We got air conditioning. Let's set up like it is.
creating civilization because I don't have to do shit. But now they want me to work harder than ever. It's ridiculous.
What else? What else are you gonna do with your life once you run out of other options? You just end it at the age of 50.
Maybe I'm listening to too much MGTOW, but why are the fact that women are human beings and men are human doings? Like, if I'm not doing something, I'm not worth anything. Like, why do I have to be doing something?
Because if you were an animal in the wild, Pools, what would sitting around all get you?
I'm not an animal in the wild.
You're an animal in the wilds of the fucking society we live in. They call the city the jungle for a pretty particular reason, Pools.
You think that's related to? Okay.
You're gonna go to the concrete jungle, and you're not gonna get too far sitting around all day. You're gonna end up sitting on the street corner.
Okay.
Either way, if you're an animal in the wild, if you're going to go fucking live off the grid, you're still going to have to work to keep your belly full and keep roof over your head.
Different than my philosophy and Diogenes' philosophy. Diogenes the cynic. Hello?
Oh no, I heard you.
I turned my head at the window. I'm sorry. Listen, man, it's like the Unabomber didn't get someone to magically build his little fucking cabin in the woods for himself. He went and lived off the grid, like I already told you, and he still had to build his own fucking house, and he had to grow his own food and make his own bombs. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you're going to drop out of society, even living in Pools land over there as it is, there's still a minimal amount of work you're going to have to put in just to keep yourself fed.
Okay, but how does my philosophy differ than Diogenes, the Greek philosopher?
I would say Diogenes definitely has like a more optimistic view, like work hard and
No, do you even know who Diogenes is?
Oh, you mean the original? The original philosopher. Yeah, I'm familiar. He was the guy. He was just like a dirty bum, wasn't he? He like had nothing but a bowl, and he just like.
He was a dirty bum. And he was trying to get people to realize their states as animals, because he was living in a society that was so highfalutin and up their own ass about so much bullshit. He wanted people to understand the animalistic nature that was in their heart. But what I would tell you today, Pools, is we live in a society that's almost the complete opposite of that Greek society at the time. The pedophilia pervades the same in between, but the society we have now is trying to debase people and turn them into animals. So I'm flipping the coin this time from trying to get people to be homeless, disheveled degenerates to getting people to fucking elevate themselves this time. Because that's what I would tell you. I'm not sitting here and being the original Diogenes. I'm Di-E. I'm a whole new Diogenes, and I'm living in a society that's trying to get people to be gay, hedonistic animals. I'm trying to get people to get out of their animalistic state now, because I'm surrounded by homelessness, and I'm surrounded by drug users, and I'm surrounded by lazy people who don't want to do anything to elevate themselves or try to elevate society. The society in the Greek society, and we're trying to consider them so far and above everyone else and everything. He was trying to lay them low. Now I'm trying to lift people up.
Okay.
I like it. I mean, I'm all for lifting people up. I mean, I'm familiar with that.
I'm still a hopeless fucking degenerate. I only got a bowl and I'm living in an ark. May as well be a bathtub.
Okay, let me talk to Austin. Since you snapped out of your office, do you have goals now?
Yeah, I mean, I have things that I have things that I work for and that I work towards, and like you can't really do things based off expectations. Like I'm just in the habit of like making art, making music. Like I have to have some sort of creative outlets like on a regular basis. And if I don't have something like that, then I start to go crazy and off the rails. You have to have something to do to where you're, you have to have make yourself comfortable, have a setup to where you have all of your basic comforts need, know what know what you need, have those comforts met. And then, you can't escape to the point of where you're just pure escapism all the time. You have to be kind of bored enough to where you want to have self-development as a goal. Work on something, find something you're interested in. I mean, you gotta. I wake up, I read. The first thing I do every day is I read now. I try to
morning.
Yeah, I read like the Bible in the mornings, and I read like my personal books at night. I usually read like at least like a chapter. I started just reading like one chapter, just in like the Old Testament. I picked something that I didn't want to read. I find this stuff that I never wanted to read. Go read that. It's all about just strengthening your discipline. You start with a little, man. You don't want to poison your mind though. The black pilled mentality. Like I was as black pilled as it gets, to like where I was literally shooting fentanyl into my body. It's not like I really, it didn't matter if you live or die, and I lived that everything you're saying. I embodied it, believed it, and lived it, and it just doesn't. It's a poison. It's a mind virus that it really is hard to rewire yourself. And the sooner you can turn that type of thinking around, it's the better.
The sooner you can turn that thinking around, the better. Every one of these pilled mentalities is poison. Pills are poison. Red pill, blue pill, green pill. I don't care what fucking pill it is. Everyone keeps trying to ask me if I'm this or that, or if I'm based. I don't try to define myself by anything. Don't sit here and let other people dictate your thinking and the way you're going to act. Listen to what they say, but don't necessarily internalize everything. Think about it critically. Every one of these pilled mentalities are people that are getting so stuck into one little corner of their own psyche that they end up poisoning themselves. It's the red-pilled people too. You get so red-pilled, and then you become so extreme into one fucking little area of the psychosis of society that you isolate yourself from everyone else.
Yeah, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. I'll tell you that. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Well, anyway, Coke versus Pepsi. Thoughts?
Neither.
They're both gay.
Pepsi Cola.
I too leave the third position.
Yeah,
Water.
Isn't it obvious that Pool's just depressed right now? Isn't it obvious to everyone?
Well, it's like it's not like that. So
Sure, it sounds like
it's reason you should be depressed. You should. When you look
years.
at society, like honestly, if you look at the world,
you thought I was, I wouldn't be on the phone right now.
I mean, like,
that's true.
I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. It comes in waves.
It's an appropriate response to the way things are. Like to be depressed, right, in the face of everything is fair, but you gotta pass that. At a certain point, you can't just stay there forever, and that's what the majority of people do. They get to that point, and they honestly, it's funny too, because people intellectualize that to where they like make it so it's like, oh, it's smart. If you're stupid if you are happy, like I mean. It's like this is a smart position. You have to logically be miserable and depressed, and it's like kinda if you look at everything in the big picture, but it doesn't have to be in your world if you can, get down to the microcosm of just controlling what you can control and improving those little things. But yeah, that's good. I do have to like dip pretty soon, and Pools will be shut off. Chancey will be shut off if I hang up the phone. I'm not in a total rush, but just like you guys.
We got a few minutes to wrap it up. I'd say like you guys won that night fight, but in my mind, I'm fucking way more based in red pill.
You're not an ugly dude. You're not an ugly dude, Pools. You're
I love
tall.
aging.
And
Black pill.
and you're not a stupid person. You're not stupid, you're not short, and you're not ugly. So you've got quite a few things going for you. If you put in a little work and showed a little effort, you'd probably get a woman that you're not deserving of. You'd probably feel a little better about your life and really start to move forward and do something. I believe in you, Pools. I believe you have a lot of potential, and I've been trying to tell you these things for your own benefit for the longest time because I want to see you be happy and succeed.
Thanks. I love you, bro.
I have a
I love you
message.
too, man. I mean,
I love you guys.
I have some words of encouragement for everyone that's listening on the show, and after that we'll end it. Here it is. If you think you're a bad person, you're right. If you think your life sucks, it does. If you wonder will things ever get better, they won't. If you asking why you deserved it, you probably did. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Preach. Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
I haven't really been.
Chancy gets it.
I haven't really been paying attention. What's going on here?
Wise words.
I think the meaning of what those words said, Pools, is to stop thinking those negative thoughts because all you're doing is giving yourself the impetus to beat yourself down. If you think it, then you probably deserve it. So then stop thinking it so you can deserve something else.
You know what? If you want to get real for one more second, real talk with Pools, the thing that helped me more than anything is kind of understanding, like, you know, spiritual warfare and like reading the Screw Tape letters by C.S. Lewis. Have you ever read that, Daya?
A little bit, yes. Yes.
Lewis once.
Yeah, he did the Azrael the Lion.
We're
and
definitely in a state of spiritual warfare, and that's what I have to deal with on a common basis in my life, is dealing with very intense spiritual warfare and people trying to drive me crazy in order to corrupt my soul. Because that's what they want to do. They want to beat you down to the point they can corrupt you into doing evil things, Pools.
And like also, if you just realize like what I mean, you really, if you do believe that our spirit is of things that are good, that are pure, that are love, that are joy, that are patient, you know, then you can really filter out all the thoughts that pop into your head. And the way C.S. Lewis describes it in the Screw Tape letters and his other writings too, but it kind of illustrates like a good way to visualize it, I think. And you just got to check every thought. Any kind of thought that pops into your head that's like deception, that's telling you that you're less than, that's anything that's like a lie or anything that brings guilt or shame. Unless you do something that's like shitty. You know.
This is great. This is great stuff. It's just I've spent my life, you know, subscribing to, you know, the spiritual, being moral, all these things, and it's gotten me nowhere. And recently, I've been watching a lot of this guy online that talks about, you know, humans are animals. Morality isn't real. Morality is just a cope. Many things. I don't want to. Well, I'm not going to reveal that, but
You asked the original philosopher of Diogenes, and that was the exact point I was trying to tell you, is the people in his day and age were so far up their own ass, they couldn't see the animal in themselves. But the people today are trying to debase themselves so far to go way beyond even where Diogenes was, because Diogenes still took his time to walk around through the marketplace with a lamp, trying to say he's looking for an honest man, because he didn't see any honesty or sincerity in the way people were acting. And I'm still sticking to that same moral standpoint, but I'm trying, like I said, to get people to be gone being animals. People have gone way too far in the other direction. That person you're listening to is wrong. There are moral principles, and even Diogenes, for as much of a dog that he wanted to be, still stuck to moral principles in his own time as far as how he was going to treat other people. He wasn't out killing and stealing and doing all these other things. He might have been doing some really weird shit in between to get people to realize some things, but he was still sticking to moral principles and attending Socrates' school and making them all look like fools all the while.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm not getting rid of all my morals. I'm just saying I'm at a point where I'm questioning.
This animal living in a bathtub still took his time to go to the highest college in his fucking country. He still took his time to educate himself under Socrates. He was still improving himself as an individual.
I like the lesson on Diogenes. You know, I don't know this much. I just know this dude had a bowl. That's all I know about the guy. Really, I know he went to. He learned.
Did you know he got rid of his bowl?
He had his own possession, and he broke the bowl when he saw a child from the river with his own hands.
He got rid of his bowl. No way he got not the Diogenes I know, not the one I know.
One day he went down to the river and saw a child cupping the water with his own hands, so he smashed his own bowl because he felt like it was another physical tie that he didn't need.
Amen. So yeah, Diogenes here right now is bitching at me for selling my car, but I'm just trying to fucking say.
Fools, go into it, bro. Go into it. If you've been moral and you think you've been outstanding and lived a virtuous life up till now, fucking go into the darkness a little bit, dude. If you need to fucking figure out where the line is, just go into it. Go find the line. Go past the line a little bit. You know what I mean? And then
Diogenes still gave himself a purpose, Pools. He went every day and masturbated on people in the marketplace. He was over there chastising everyone for their terrible behaviors. He gave himself a purpose, trying to enlighten the rest of the people in the society around him.
Being slaves. Trying to work.
He freed himself from slavery. He was out there fucking debasing currency. He was out there educating himself in the greatest institution, rubbing shoulders with high people in big places. You know, he was still giving himself a purpose and doing things, Pools.
At what point did Rosie hang up?
I don't think she did.
Damn. Rose?
I didn't come. I'm still here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Just been sitting here silently.
Just like the old days. Well, another classic episode. We only had one viewer the whole time, I'm pretty sure.
That was me.
Is there any way we can revert this back to the original Deuteronomy channel?
No.
Like, why not?
I don't want to.
I mean, is it because Brandon's gone?
That too.
Oh, man. I just think this channel has, like, why not? We already have, like, why switch channels?
I like building. I like having a goal. I like building things.
Yeah, the goal was Deuteronomy.
I know, and that's the past. I like building new things.
All right, whatever. I tried. Well, I mean, what?
I'm not American, not America.
Yeah, you out?
No, stream's out.
the way when I try to look at the ground. And every time I feel strongly about something, computers are there to tell me I was wrong. Computers are taking showers that are very, very long. Computers are using all of the hot water up again. And when you ask them to perhaps be a bit more considerate, they pretend not to hear you and then give you jury duty. Get out of bed and fix this thing. It's out of ink and it's stolen my name. And every time I feel strongly about something, computers are there to tell me I was wrong. Computers are in the way when I try to lie on the couch. Computers are watching test patterns and radar weather maps. I try to object, it can't be done. Computers control our thoughts. When a car